Hello and welcome to the Culture Couch podcast, the podcast all about pop culture and any old nonsense that falls out of our mouths. I'm Steve, aka Philly.
And I'm Ben, aka Beej. Please make sure to like and follow us on Instagram at _culture_couch. And here we go.
Well, we're back 2 weeks off. We've got a special guest, Aaron.
Hello.
From Aaron's Collection on YouTube, which we'll tag at the end, obviously, and make sure you go and watch that. All about, do you want to explain? You explain your page.
Explain it. Yeah, I mean, it's been a bit lax for a while, but it's mainly Pokemon card videos, most of the point.
Is that because there's been no good Pokemon cards come out?
Mainly because I can't be asked. Oh, it's a lot of effort. And if you record yourself opening all these packs and you get nothing good, it's a bit
It's
deflating.
heartbreaking.
And it's not good content, so no one wants to watch it anymore.
I was trying to tell Beej last week, I don't know if you've heard about this, the Golden Touch King of Collectibles on Netflix. You heard about
Golden's auction.
Yeah. And Logan Paul was doing a whole thing on there where he opened, like, the first sets. They go for like 70k or something now.
Yeah, some of them are ridiculous. The boxes. I mean, do you remember Logan Paul getting scammed?
Yeah. They mentioned it on there, I think, as well.
Yeah.
And like you see, because they opened someone else's box for them, and then Logan's like, "Oh, I've got one at home," and he brings it in, and you can see when he's opened it, and they get fuck all. Yeah. That he's so gutted.
Yeah, it's just money down the drain.
So theoretically, you're saying you could spend 70 grand on one, and it'd be worth the actual cards in it could be worth next to nothing.
Yeah, so we're talking the base set, which is the ones we opened as kids.
It's like the first edition.
Yeah, so sealed boxes of them are ridiculous. But
shit.
if you don't get a Charizard out of it,
you ain't making any money.
You're not.
Oh, really? And there's only a couple. I remember when I was younger, it was Alakazam. It was quite a rare one.
Yeah.
Second edition Alakazam. I think I had
All
one
of those.
But then there were loads. Back then you didn't know if they were fake or not. And most of them,
Exactly.
they're probably.
Yeah, but it was better back then that there weren't as many fakes. Like now, it's more
true.
popular. They're everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah, I've bought cards off eBay that were fake.
Yeah.
Well, I had a Spider-Man Lego figure once, and it was really cool. And I remember I looked online, it was worth about $2 because they'd only released them at a Comic-Con.
Yeah, the Comic-Con exclusive.
And I was literally like, this is awesome. And then literally someone was there ready to bid for it, and he literally spoke to me and goes, is it definitely real? I went, yeah, I think so. I'm going to go, just take the head off, and that's when I learned that it has to say Lego on top of the neck. Yeah. And it literally didn't, and I was there like, fuck my life.
Yeah. Lego's another mad thing. Like I got into Lego during COVID as well, and there's some rare minifigures that are
Yeah, I love minifigures.
But again, there's fakes of those because
But
Lego put their stamp on like every little tiny.
Some fake ones are good though. Like you bought
the bright gold ones.
Yeah, we brought the ones from that Comic-Con. We got Homelander from the boys.
Yeah, They just looked good.
Nice
And then
I
there was
can't remember what else we got.
I think it was some Batman related ones. They're all back.
No, that was from the car boot.
Oh, sorry, was that car boot? Oh,
Yeah.
I can't remember.
We've got Santa as well.
I did
Definitely get fakes from a car boot.
Yeah,
But they were dead cheap. So
some of them were real, but then they were. I think they are openly saying they're fake ones.
Yeah.
Because they have like 15 of them.
Well, obviously, thanks for doing the artwork again, Aaron. Because damn sight better than what I would do.
It's all right.
3 men and a little podcast, liked it.
Yeah, really.
Because I did go into it. We're going to obviously today we're discussing about 90s because it was Beej's birthday and we were all born in the 90s. We're all 1990.
1990.
Yeah.
Bang on.
I was 34 on Monday.
34 now.
Also, I had a haircut last Thursday, and went back to work the next day, and everyone went, "Whoa, you're going grey." It's like the haircut took away the darkness covering it, and I'm getting some streamers.
It is worse when you cut it down.
Yeah. So I'm not quite going to shave it. I did talk about dyeing it, but I don't know if I'm quite that pretentious about my hair.
The problem when you start dyeing is it becomes too obvious.
Yeah, that's it. And I'd do it like jet black.
Yeah, like Vince McMahon jet black style. Yeah.
You look like my dad.
Yeah, literally.
But yeah, seeing as we're doing 90s, what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to do some of Aaron's Mount Rushmores to get to know you.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to do a 90s movie, Game, Tame or Lame, as we've done before.
Yeah.
I've picked 10 films. Some are meant to be fantastic. Some are purposely meant to be terrible. But I think there's one in there that I think you enjoy specifically, Aaron.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think there is one that you're going to enjoy.
But
I've rewatched and I always highly thought about it. But when I rewatched it, I realised it was shit.
Well, nostalgia ages things.
Yeah, well, so if anyone said to me what was my favourite era film, I mean, 1994 in particular is a banging year. But in general, it would be the 90s. And I know more about the 90s than any other. And I can't really remember not liking a film, but because of the nostalgia factor. Yeah. But like saying, if I watched it back now, I'd go, ooh, shit.
Yeah. The CGI never ages badly as well.
Yeah.
So then we're going to finish off with a 90s quiz. Oh, obviously we'll do bin and bank as well, because you've been to see too many films. We'll have to skim through some of them.
committed.
Because as you said the other day, you completed the cinema.
I can't believe we did that.
Cinema completed it, mate.
Yeah. And as we do the quiz, I've bought you some birthday presents, but you're putting them up for auction.
Yeah.
If Aaron beats you.
Yeah, no, I had a real load of choice in it as well, which is nice, to give up my presents. So,
I've already gave you some. It's fine.
Yeah.
There's some that Aaron might not want. There's some I think he will like, especially one of them.
So I'm gonna get Aaron's hand me down.
Yeah.
For
And
a
also,
bit.
I've added some little things to the quiz as well to make it more interesting. So first of all,
Exciting.
we've got these hazardous sweets. So if you get one
All
wrong,
toxic waste.
you have to eat one of them. Okay.
Well, happy birthday.
And then
It's
there's
having a bad shot, isn't it?
there's 15 possible answers.
Mhm.
Yeah. So there's 15 questions.
Mm.
I want both of you to predict how many you're going to get. If you get your prediction or more, you get the bumper prize.
Ooh.
Okay.
Do you want me to? I have got a follow-up question. Do you want me to run it now or before the quiz? Because basically, is this one of your ridiculous quizzes, or is this a bit more
There is-
realistic? Because
there
you probably
is-
sound it because Aaron's here.
No,
Gosh,
there
you
is
can
questions tailored
Yeah.
to both of you.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Okay.
take that.
The specifics
15.
that I know
15.
you'd get, and then general 90s
15,
questions.
yeah,
Okay.
15.
So let's get to know you a bit, Aaron. Obviously, we know you quite well. Obviously, go and check his YouTube page out, as we said. But we asked you to do your Mount Rushmore of films. So your
Yeah.
4 favourite films and your 4 favourite Pokemon to fit in with the theme of your
Of
page.
course, of course.
What do you want to do first?
I'll tell you what, I'll start with my gift that I've brought.
Oh,
I thought, since you're having special guests on, you should always get them to bring a little something to put in the backdrop.
Oh, that's class as
It's
well.
good, isn't it?
That is
So
really
there you
cool.
go, a little Pokeball.
Where
put
can we
some
put
up.
that?
thank
Put it
you.
on display. Where? Put it near the mask, maybe.
Oh yeah, that could literally go straight up
Little
next to the mask.
boom.
Yeah,
There we go.
There you go.
actually looks. And it gives a bit of colour.
Yeah, little
A
pop.
little bit of colour, a little bit of
Oh,
poppy pop.
that's great. Thank you very much, Aaron. That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
that's
There you
fine.
go.
So,
Right, yeah.
so let's go Pokemon
Let's go
first,
Pokemon, yeah.
your Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore's top 4 Pokemon. So if people have watched my videos before, Ninetales is the top one.
Yeah.
I think I've
Because
mentioned
that's the one you've got all the cards
that
of.
from Ninetales
Yeah, I think
cards.
I've
Is
seen
my
that,
main thing I collect. And then I'd stick with the originals. So my other 3 would be Raichu, Mew, and Dragonite.
So there's no Pikachu
No Pikachu. What
No
about Raichu?
Charizard.
No.
and none of the starter original Pokemon.
No.
And I'm going to willingly say, as an absolute novice, I knew what was a Mew. I think I knew Mew. That was it. I know obviously the Ninetales, but other than the other two, I don't believe I did.
Raichu's Pikachu's evolution.
Oh yeah, I did know that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then who was the other one?
Dragonite.
Yeah, Dragonite's cool.
The orange one.
Yeah, from Dragonair.
Ah,
Is
I
that
think I
right?
do.
Yeah.
I think I do know
Dratini,
that.
Dragonite.
Dratini, Dragonite.
Nice.
Yeah, I like Dragonite. I'm surprised Charizard's not in there. But I saw a video the other day online where people were saying who's the most overrated Pokemon, and
Oh, yeah.
everyone was saying
By far.
Charizard.
But
By far.
it's like anything nowadays. They just get butchered into the ground.
Is
don't they?
Charizard everyone's loved because of the TV show? Because that whole bit where he rejected Ash, didn't he?
Yeah, it was
Was like a pivotal part in the programme when I was growing up.
Because I used to prefer, because I love blue, so I used to prefer the Squirtle.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Ben.
It is Squirtle.
Yeah, then
Water.
and then Blastoise.
Blastoise,
Yeah. So I used to prefer that one. Then obviously I'd say the Pokemon series when I watched it was very much Charmander. Charizard.
Yeah, but everyone went for Squirtle in the games because the
Made
Rock,
it easy.
the Rock,
Yeah,
the Rock,
was your first.
Brock was your
yeah.
first one, so you had to defeat the Rock type
cool,
Pokemon.
that's it.
I would tell you now, if I had to do mine, one of my favourites, and it was purely based on playing the games because it was the easiest Pokemon to level up and get hard, was Pidgey.
Yeah,
Because
Pidgey.
you'd get Pidgey
caught
straight
so
away.
many Pidgeys, didn't
Pidgey
you?
and
Yeah.
Rattata in the first
Yeah,
one.
Yeah.
but Rattata was always harder to level up than Pidgey, and Pidgey would like evolve. Rattata only leveled up evolved once.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
And
did Pidgey
Pidgey-
go to?
Pidgeotto
Yeah.
and Pidgeot.
That's right.
Yeah,
Is that how you pronounce it?
when it was Pidgeot, you felt like a big man.
Yeah, and because you got Fly, and you needed a
Go
Pokemon
everywhere,
that could
yeah,
fly, it
exactly.
was like, well, I've got my
Yeah.
Pidgey that's now smashed up.
Yes, I remember now.
See?
Oh,
That's why Dragonite I put in mainly from the games because he can learn loads of different type moves.
Yeah, because he wasn't just like one, was he?
No,
'Cause he
no.
was a dragon type, but then also
You
like,
could chuck fire, electric, and water moves on him and fly, so it's a good all rounder for the games.
spot on. Yeah,
There you
to
go.
be fair.
I went for a walk with my mate Matty the other day, and he actually said, "Can you remember when I came around yours and me, you, and your brother played Pokemon all night on our separate Game Boys?" I was like, "Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? You'd just be sitting there belly talking."
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much-
exactly.
I had a Game Boy Pocket, which was you could play Game Boy or Game Boy Color games on it, but it was always in black and white.
But it had the backlight, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had Pokemon Yellow, and I was playing it in the bath.
Mm.
I was playing it like just constantly.
It was mad.
It was so good though.
Do you remember like being in a car as a kid with your Game Boy and having an angle so like the street lights would light up the screen?
Yes, yeah.
Unless you had one of those ridiculous like magnifiers on it.
Yeah, there was that all
There was
the
magnifiers,
accessories that
yeah.
came out for Game Boys, and I think some of them are worth like mental money now.
Well,
as well,
I still remember the memory cards from a PS1
yeah.
and PS2.
Yeah, PS2 had memory cards.
PS2 was memory
I
card.
just remember the memory card. Like you'd be like, what? The memory card? Like you couldn't literally physically
Yeah,
play your
but
game, like play your
How
game with
good
those.
was the little animations for the saved games when they
Yeah, when
actually
you
put
can manage,
like,
it was all in blocks.
Yeah, you
and
had
then
to
but
move
then
them
like
across.
I think it was PS2 when the crash would like be moving or something on
Yeah,
your save and stuff. It was really cool.
That's cool.
So yeah, no, good for Pikachu.
Yeah.
Pikachu's the surprise, but I think he's an annoying little fucker
But
anyway.
Yeah, I preferred Raichu the evolved version. It's just the better
Yeah.
And to be
design.
fair, people would arguably say Pikachu is probably too not generic. Was it too basic?
He's the
It's
brand,
massive,
isn't it?
yeah. So I literally remember I used to have a Pikachu teddy bear and I took it everywhere when I was in primary school. I still want it now.
Fair.
It's one of them ones that I wish Jenny. I liked it so much I thought I'd have kept it, but it's just not in the attic, so
It's gone.
It's
it's
gone.
gone. So I'm a bit sad about that.
So movies, I know one of them. I think
I don't think.
Yeah, go on.
because you mentioned it, The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, Empire Strikes Back is my favourite movie. Yeah, I mentioned that last time we were on.
Yeah.
The other three, so I'll go Die Hard.
Nice.
Okay.
Original. Yeah,
Classic.
class. That's Nakatomi, isn't it?
Nakatomi.
Yeah.
I was annoyed. I was in LA last year, but the Nakatomi Plaza is nowhere near the centre of the city, so I couldn't go.
Yeah, that's fair. And it's like I say, it's a bit weird to go drive just to go.
Yeah, you can't go in it. It's
No.
like a proper office
Yeah,
building.
literally,
So.
people are working there. Like,
Yeah.
what you want?
No,
But
we didn't.
never mind. Breakfast Club.
Banger.
Okay.
Great film.
Absolutely.
Great film.
I watched that with Adam Render when I was about 13, 14, and just went, this is a proper film. Like, this is a proper film.
The scene where they smoke all the joints and they start dancing on the tables is
It's
great.
just incredible, yeah. I mean, you've got like an absolute, like Emilio Estevez is sick in it, and then I can't remember. They're all this is all the rest of them. Are all
Molly
the Brat
Ringwald.
Pack. Is it the Brat
Yeah,
Pack?
Brat Pack, yeah.
Brat
Molly
Pack,
Ringwald, yeah.
Molly Ringwald, yeah. Real good.
And I don't think the other two did much after anyway, did they?
They did, like I said, they just did films together, really. Like,
Yeah, there was like
Pretty
St Elmo's
Pretty in
Fire,
Pink.
Pretty in Pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
John,
like,
John Cryer.
Mm.
yeah, there was like the
Fortunate.
80s.
These first three have been banging.
And my fourth one, I think we spoke about this when we were on about Studio Ghibli, but Princess Mononoke.
Yeah, when you mentioned it, I
Oh,
haven't seen it.
literally, not a clue.
Yeah, really good film.
Oh, really?
So obviously I've not seen that one.
No,
I'm happy with the Breakfast Club Empire Strikes Back, but I do think Die Hard's one of the most overrated films of all time.
Really?
Yeah. I prefer Die Hard 3. 100% is my favourite Die Hard film.
Really?
Because Samuel L. Jackson just
Samuel L. Jackson
elevates it.
adds something. I mean, I really like Die Hard 2 as well.
Yeah, I was about to say
So
that's
it's
why I
fine.
said Die Hard 1 because I really like Die Hard 2. And you know what I like about it? You think it's gonna, you think it's just in the airport, and you forget that he then goes and follows them to the church and stuff like. It's a really actual much longer film than you think.
Yeah.
But I think 50 people have just unsubscribed, Steve, because you slagged off Die Hard.
I have mentioned it before.
How
And
can you slag off Die Hard? Like,
It's just-
Brooklyn Nine-Nine's your like favourite.
I know it is mad, isn't it? And it's, but then I find that funny that he just overly loves it.
Yeah,
No, it's
they do play it.
ridiculous,
But no, Die Hard is one of them that I would.
And
If
the-
it's on, I will watch it.
The
Like,
funny
it's
thing
very-
is,
I really do like
we've
it,
been
yeah.
watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine recently, again, just before bed. And it was the episode, where they're climbing through the rafters or something, and Charles ends up being like,
When they
gets
get
the
it's
vest
the
on.
Christmas episode and they
Yeah.
get locked in the shop.
that's
Yeah,
it. And he jumps and he's like, what does he say? Something
Mother-
Mother Buckets.
Mother Bucket.
Yeah.
So that's not the
Yeah.
quote.
Saw it on a plane or something. Yeah, it's a joke.
Like, I don't look. Die Hard isn't a bad film. I just think it's overrated. Or so. Alan Rickman makes it like for me.
What man, by
He's
the way.
yeah, he's fantastic in it. And obviously there is so many cool like the things where they drop him and he didn't know. Is really cool.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, is
yeah.
that? Do you know? No, I was just laughing at. Have you watched How I Met Your Mother?
No.
There's an ongoing thing with Barney where he basically goes Die Hard. He goes, it's just annoying that obviously John McClane, obviously the bad guy, wins in the end. And they're going, what's it? He goes, yeah, Hans Gruber. And then it's like, why is he the good guy? And he
He's
goes,
wearing a suit.
he wears a suit. It's just funny. But he said it about, he actually says it about Cobra Kai as well, about the guy from that. He's on about the Karate Kid actually loses. He goes, the other guy's just some random idiot that starts fighting. The other guy's the Karate Kid. And he's just, you get it. Shut up, Steve. Watch it.
I hate
should
How
watch
I
it.
Met Your Mother so
It's
much.
so good.
It's not. I've tried to watch it. It's terrible.
So other than the one I don't know, and Aaron, real good.
Good
Yeah,
choices.
no,
Yeah, really
Princess Mononoke is good. Like we were speaking about Studio Ghibli stuff
Yeah.
before, but
Because the only
Oh, is
one
it-
I've seen is Spirited Away.
Yeah.
Oh, is it a cartoon?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Anime,
fair.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Because
like,
did they release one last year?
Boy and the Heron.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not seen that yet.
Because I've seen some people have like amazed by it, and then some people are like meh. Like,
It's-
but I think they're held in high regard
well,
now.
It's
aren't they?
basically Japanese Disney. There's always like a message behind it. So for this, it's all about a prince who gets attacked by a demon and ends up like with a magic arm.
Yeah.
And has to basically save gods from the forest, from the people that are like using the forest for its resources. So the story behind it is like environmentalism.
Oh yeah,
But
okay.
it's Japanese Disney.
Oh nice.
He's probably done it better than Avatar.
And like for a kids' film, it's pretty gory as well.
To be fair, I went down a rabbit warren earlier on Google, and I ended up reading up on the Japanese Prime Minister, and he's generally really into anime and animation. So he basically keeps it. He funds a lot of money to it and like wants to keep going. But it's just mad. I've read something on the Cold War, and then something about the G7 summit, and then generally got back to the Japanese.
Just clicking links on
literally,
Wikipedia.
I was just going to say. And his son, this is genuinely a funny story. I'm glad it's come up. His son, he had to basically release his son from a position he put himself in the government because he was pretending to be him and having loads of parties and stuff. And literally, like, it was just literally just being a knobhead. He's had to go, right, you're sacked. You're sacked.
Yeah, that's not the done thing in Japan as well.
No,
all about uniformity. And
I was
stuff,
surprised he didn't get killed. But yeah, it was just funny.
But obviously we've had a break. There's been a lot of things have happened.
Yeah.
I mean, the Euros have not come home.
No, I can't say I'm
Not-
surprised.
No.
But everyone sadly did that thing again where we knew they weren't going to, and then we're still surprised when they did, but then afterwards went, oh yeah, no, this is what happens every time. And it's so funny to see everyone's emotions going, we're shit, oh my god, we're in the final, oh yeah, no, we're not very good though.
Well, Spain scored and I was like, okay, that's it. Then we got the goal and it was like, oh god. Like, if we could scrape this to penalties, I had faith.
I admit I was exactly the same as you.
Yeah.
It's
and
the first
they scored,
time.
I went, nah, that's it. That's what
It's the first time I've ever watched England like in this tournament. I thought, you know what, we need to go to penalties because and when they did, they smashed it. But every other time we usually go out on penalties, whereas this was the first time I thought, you know, we could. I mean, I've never been that bothered about when I've watched England if they're going out, but I think this was the first time I've watched it. I was in Butlins watching it in Skegness.
There is rumours that you cried.
I didn't cry.
Crying into the
I think because the atmosphere.
Some
red coat.
Come here, you.
Please.
It's always
It added a lot more to it.
Yeah.
And because even Tom Elliott was in there.
Was he?
Yeah.
My brother was there as well.
Yeah. His brother?
My Sam one.
He wasn't in the place I was in though.
But it is mad. I do fully admit though, atmosphere makes a big difference to you actual caring about something.
Yeah, 100%.
So I remember when I watched. Remember the old Beavers bar in England?
Yeah.
That's nostalgic. So I remember watching 2004 there and 2006, and but lost to both of them on penalties to Croatia, Portugal, I think. Sorry. And I remember crying. I remember crying then, and afterwards going, I don't even like football that much. But like, because everyone's in there, and obviously you can imagine what it's like. Loads of people start scrapping. And I was 14, like, this is not where I want to be.
Yeah. I'll always remember that 6-1 party at Beavers.
How did you?
He got sparked out.
I don't think I went.
Do you not go?
Is Ed Dunn?
Ed Dunn got absolutely
By Sam Harrison.
That's it, one bombed.
I was there. Yeah, you know what the worst thing is? I was really good mates with both of them, and had to go. Oh shit.
The police came and shut it down.
Yeah. And then there was another really bad
I
one.
used to work with Ed Dunn.
There was another really bad one at.
We had the one. Yeah, we had the one at Everest Dine up that way. I can remember that one.
Don't remember.
Yeah, that was Neela Palace.
But yeah, Donald Trump got.
Oh.
Well, I was going to say got assassinated. He didn't.
He
An
didn't.
attempt on his life, should we say?
Yeah, mad. I genuinely think if he'd have got shot, by the way, that country would still now be at war with each other. I think that would genuinely have been the worst thing that's ever happened to that country.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
The timing would have been so bad. I think the whole.
Could you imagine if it had happened and Joe Biden had to do a speech about it?
Yeah.
You were like,
He'd have gone, I can't believe Zelensky's been shot. Oh no, wrong person.
I mean, it was just crazy that if he hadn't turned his head at that split second, he'd be gone.
Yeah,
just clipped his ear instead.
It is. Yeah, I've got my suspicions, but I also had my suspicions about Jay Slater. Now I feel a bit guilty because I kind of went in on him for the last 2 weeks saying he's a criminal. He's been chopped up. It appears he slipped off a mountain. I feel terrible.
I mean, he was still a wrong un.
Yeah,
but,
so I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered.
yeah, the Trump thing. I don't necessarily think it was a setup, but I definitely think there was.
Someone's losing their job, surely.
Yeah, I think.
oh yeah.
Security was potentially lax on purpose, shall we say?
Yeah, I mean, but he's a showman, absolute showman.
Oh, when
he's
he
there with
when
blood
he's
coming down his face and he's giving it the
fist in
old.
the air.
Yeah.
Did you see the
That's
meme?
a great shot, though.
Yeah,
I don't like the guy, but that was just.
Have you
so
seen the
good.
meme where it says, "Oh, anyone says that WWE is a waste of time? Look how Donald Trump's copes with. He knows where the hard camera is."
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And he did as well.
So
He knew that to pop the crowd.
yeah, definitely.
Steve, what's Donald Trump's wife's name?
It begins with an M.
That's good for you.
It's Malinka or something. I can't remember what it is.
Close.
I know it's something like that.
I'll let you have one more shot.
Marinka.
Enjoy. You have half. Do you know what it is, Aaron?
Melania.
I actually didn't know, so thank you.
Oh.
So he could have said anything. I thought it was his daughter. What's his daughter's name?
Ivanka.
That's the one I thought. She's a bit fit, isn't she?
Yeah, I mean he's felt her up.
No, Trump.
Yeah, you've not seen the videos of it. I think he's got a weird obsession with his daughter, but we won't go there.
I don't know if I'm pulling the face because he's felt her up or the sweet.
Very sour.
None are good. Jesus, wet.
Yeah, leave the rest of the quiz. Good to him. Also, sad news, Shannen Doherty.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it Doherty? I can never...
It's usually Doherty if she's actually Irish. I think it's Doherty if you're not. I don't know if she is.
I think it's Doherty then. Obviously,
Shannon's a very Irish name, actually.
main well known for is Charmed,
Mm-hmm.
but I love doing Mallrats.
Yeah, great film.
Oh, no, never seen that.
Yeah.
Is that... Oh, they're not up yet.
Kevin Smith, it's not up yet.
Yeah, Kevin Smith.
But after the sourness, it's really nice.
Oh, it is actually.
But yeah, she was fantastic. Which one did you press?
Just a random sound play.
I like the 927 sound.
But yeah, she was phenomenal in Mallrats because she was kind of the big star at that time. Cause she was in 90210 or something.
Oh,
yeah,
the original 90210.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and Kevin Smith asked her, and she was like, "Yeah."
Oh, cool.
And it was like, "Oh, okay, like this is going to elevate him," because it was after Clerks, Mallrats.
I can't remember.
Yeah, but before Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
I really like Mallrats. That's one of my favourite Kevin Smith films.
Yeah, it's really
This
good.
is a little bit disrespectful, and I'm talking. I just don't know which one she is out of the three.
She's
And
the
sadly,
wasn't
if
she the
you-
main sister?
Okay, I think I know which one she is. And
Yeah.
it's one of them where even if you described her, they all still look the same to me.
They've all got black hair.
Yeah, they
So,
all got black hair. Great. Teeth. But yeah, and that's I can't actually.
That one.
That one.
Oh, bless her. Oh yeah. She's
It's
like
a
the main
bit
one.
like Kim Marsh.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Yeah, an American Kim Marsh. There you go.
But yeah, very sad news. I don't think too old either. Younger than 60, I'm guessing.
I think she was 52.
Oh wow, well younger than.
Something like that. Yeah, Mallrats, a great film.
Oh, Mark,
53.
I was saying I need to watch a lot more Kevin, especially now he's got a t-shirt and stuff. Not that, but I need to watch more Kevin stuff. 'Cause I think I really like it.
You will.
I think I've watched like a bit of Dogma, and that's only because I remember seeing Ben Affleck. No, Chris Rock on a bridge.
Yeah, Chris Rock's in it a lot.
Chris
Yeah.
Rock's in it.
Is he just on a bridge at some point near
I
the end?
think at the start.
Yeah, it might be.
We
It's
meet
some-
him on the bridge.
It's about
don't
like
we?
halfway through, isn't it?
Oh, I've
Without
basically
saying
seen-
something, he appears.
Yeah, that's basically what I mean. That's all I remember from it. And I've not actually watched it. I just remember seeing that
It's
clip.
either on a bridge or they're on the highway.
Yeah, it's something like that, isn't it? Yeah. But that's all I remember. So I do need to watch some of them.
Is there any other news you think? Oh, the Russo brothers are rumoured to be coming back for the next 2 Avengers films. Did you read about that?
I did see about that.
Don't know how you feel about it.
So,
Obviously, they did very, very good with, Captain America, or is it Winter Soldier, sorry, and
And Infinity War and
Endgame.
Endgame.
okay.
everything they've done after, not great.
Ain't been great.
What have they done? Sorry, because I know them three are really highly rated.
Oh, what was the film?
If it's not worth remembering, don't remember it.
It wasn't called Contagion, but it was something along those lines. Extraction, maybe? Was it
No,
something
it
like
wasn't Extraction, but it was similar to that.
Okay,
Because
similar
that
to
had
those
Chris
ones.
Hemsworth in it.
Oh, is it one of them
No,
kind of?
Yeah. Just a generic. Was Chris Evans in it?
Bit like a Taken.
that? Possibly. Yeah, it was like a generic.
No, it was Ryan Gosling was in it.
That was it, right? Yeah.
So I can
sorry,
remember
Ryan
for
Gosling
some
was in it.
reason the
I know
only
what
thing
it
I
is.
saw about it was there was watches on sale, like with Ryan Gosling. It had it. I can't.
Oh,
It was
okay.
on. Was it a Prime exclusive? I can't remember.
Yeah,
Two
it's
secs, I'll
something
Google.
like that.
But yeah, they've not. I think.
What are the Avengers films going to be about? I thought it all went dead.
Well,
Well, apparently, the Deadpool sets it up. So we shall see.
well, the whole thing about Kang as well.
Yeah.
One
I
of
think
them's
that's
called the
right.
Kang Dynasty, and that's.
Well, they've changed that, haven't they?
Yeah,
Your son.
I think so. Just shouting.
Yeah, I think it all depends if they bring the right writers back on.
Yeah, and I think there's too many characters now. Like, obviously, it felt like accumulation with Infinity War and Endgame. That, like, I mean, I don't know if obviously the other bit of news is that Captain America: Brave New World showed its first trailer,
Yep.
and the CGI was fucking horrendous.
Didn't look great. Red Hawk looks alright.
The Grey Man.
Yes, that's the
I
one.
don't think I've seen
I thought I didn't mind
Yeah, Joe Russo.
the way they're going to try and do it because it felt like Winter Soldier vibes.
Yeah.
And Harrison Ford's obviously in it, which is a massive plus.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, some of the CGI shots and that, and I know it's a trailer and we've got to give it
And
time.
it's been going through reshoot. Apparently, they only finished shooting like the other week, didn't they?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the trailer's probably very rough.
Well, there was rumours, weren't there? That it ended up being a 350 million budget movie,
What's this? The Avengers.
the new Captain
New
America.
Captain
But
Is it
they
still
have
Chris
crossed that.
Evans?
No,
No, it's.
the guy who plays Falcon.
Anthony Mackie.
We've had this. Yeah, we've had this discussion before.
Yeah, no, I'm not up to date with it. I didn't know if they were going to I thought they'd just finished now and it was going to be the third gen or whatever. And so I thought it'd be new people. Like I might have got.
I
four.
think
Kind of, they have, but
that will happen
yeah,
post Secret War.
because like obviously Tony Stark's gone, the original Captain America's gone.
But can they bring him back in an alternative universe?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll all be back in like Avengers 6.
Even if it's a cameo or whatever. I mean, we'll wait for next week when Deadpool and Wolverine's out.
Yeah, genuinely
It
excited
could
for
be.
that.
So excited.
After watching 17
I'm
films in the last
debating,
2
by the
weeks-
way, because I've swapped my day off. I've got Friday off.
Mhm.
I'm debating, do we do the midnight showing
The midnight showing's on Tuesday.
on Tuesday?
Yeah.
I thought it doesn't.
next week.
When's it come out then?
I've not got work
Does
next
it
week.
come out on
So-
Wednesday?
Yeah. So it's like
Fuck,
5
I'm moving my
past-
day again then. Oh, she's booked the zoo.
Oh no.
Honestly,
Yeah, I was going to ask because I was looking and I was like, 5 past midnight, like Tuesday night, Wednesday morning.
if only I didn't have. Oh no, I'm going. By the way, I've seen because
Why are they coming out on stupid
is
days?
Is it 15 or an 18? 15 in it.
I think it's R
It's
in America.
basically been on every. I've been to see so many films, which we'll get onto in a minute, in the cinema. I've seen the trailer so many times. I nearly know it word for word to the point where I'm like, yeah.
I like how they've not done premieres, have they? They've been showing 30 minutes of it instead. They've been doing events.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like I've not read it because I don't want to get spoiled.
No, I haven't read anything
But
like what
like
people have seen.
people have seen like the first half hour.
And that's it. And they've just gone right.
Yeah.
That's class.
Have you seen the track list?
Yeah,
Is it
it's
good?
good. Yeah,
It's got Greatest Showman in it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cracking.
so that's 100%.
They just loved. I just love the fact that Ryan Reynolds just purely takes a piss. He doesn't really give an actual shit
No.
about it. He just
plays himself.
Yeah, he just literally
100%.
it's just a laugh, isn't it?
Right, let's get on to Bin or Bank. And I'm thinking, because obviously, Aaron, you said you haven't been to cinema in a while. We've got a few. If there's the ones that we've both seen, and we have to put an argument forward of why we think it should. If we agree, it don't matter. Bin or Bank, and then Aaron could see who's
It'll be the
Argument.
deciding vote.
The
Oh,
decider.
like the judge.
like the judge.
Jury and executioner.
So do you want to go through the ones first
Mine are all going straight in.
that
No, don't
I didn't go and see?
Okay. And then we're
Did
going to do
we
the ones
keep-
that we did see together.
Yeah, because we've got a Quiet Place Day 1, because I've seen that now as well. We obviously discussed it, so we don't need to discuss about it. But
Just having a quick look. Right. I'm going to start off with Bad Boys Ride or Die. 4th instalment.
Have you seen Bad Boys 2?
That's genuinely someone else said that to me the other day. I don't know what to say really. The worst thing is Bad Boys 2 is genuinely would be in one of my definitely top action films I've ever seen. Like
Yes,
when I was a kid,
that
I
is a
loved
great
it. Yeah, I
film.
love it. And you forget how long that is as well. There's so many scenes in that, you know, like so many action
Yeah,
scenes.
yeah.
This, I don't know if I've just fell out of love with Will Smith because of the whole slapping incident. It's all right, but I actually found Martin Lawrence. Yeah, Martin Lawrence's character actually my favourite in this, which is he's always been Will Smith. And I don't know if that's just because he's a bit more comic relief or because Will Smith just looks like his agent, and he's always meant to be the tough good guy. But generally, it's watchable.
It's
It is
worth
all-
a
it is all right.
watch.
And you have Ridley Scott. Or Tony?
Jerry Bruckheimer.
Yeah, and Ridley Scott. I think he's both of them.
Has it got the lightning bolt hitting the tree at the beginning?
think it has, yeah.
Yeah, it's Brooklyn.
Yeah, so basically, as you can imagine, there's explosions everywhere. It's thingy. They actually reference number 2 quite a lot in it because there's a mild
the best
connection. Yeah, and I think that's what they're trying to do, get the nostalgia feel as well.
Same as Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, I need to watch them. I've heard someone else about them today. I really need to watch them.
I need to watch a new one.
Yeah, but it's probably going to go down out of 10. It's not going to. It's going to get binned. I'll be honest, early doors.
Okay.
But it's only just going to. It's probably a 5, 6 out of 10. It's watchable, but it didn't love it. You did get to see Vanessa Hudgens in the brown pants, which is alright. But weirdly enough, I was actually looking at her. Spoiler alert! Boyfriend in it because he's buff. He's the one out of Vikings.
Okay.
Alexander Ludwig.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good knowledge.
Thank you.
Well, I've been that one, and I'll
Bin.
quickly
Wait
play.
for stream.
I forgot to play the intro. The Bin or Bank intro.
Oh,
Phil, sorry, we can't not play it because after Ben Ridgway made it for us. The second one that I've not seen with you.
Fly Me to the Moon.
So Scarlett
Scarlett
Johansson.
Johansson and Channing Tatum about it's not a mockumentary, that would be the wrong word. It's about a fictionalised version of the
biopic.
moon landing.
Yeah, I've seen trailers for this.
And do you know what? Actually really enjoyed it. It was light-hearted, it was fun. It wasn't even full on, it wasn't even all about them two at all. It was actually about the whole situation. I've not actually Googled to see if any of it was real, because I'm presuming it's not, else it's mental. Well, it's not mental, but thingy's in it, so Woody Harrelson, and everything Woody Harrelson in, I'll be honest with you, I'm going to give it.
Yeah, it's
I'm going
phenomenal.
to give it 10 out of 10. But he's not even in it much. But
See, I
so
saw a trailer for it, I think, like a year ago, and then I've heard nothing,
think
and then
it's-
it just came out.
no, I think
I've
it's one
read-
of them that came out in 2023 in America. They've kind of forgot about it and they've
No,
gone.
no, it's only
Oh,
just come
oh,
out
this
everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, she's the marketing expert, right? And they're trying to
Yeah.
put branding
Yeah.
on the.
So basically,
rocket.
I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but basically, and this is the thing. So it's all obviously everyone knows about the fake moon landing and whether it actually happened, and it's a really cool twist on that. To be fair, because they're basically saying, no, they did go up, but they did film it as well. And they're like, which, and they kind of went, which, but they do kind of explain it. But it's funny. It's a really cool twist on it. And I genuinely really enjoyed it, to be honest. I don't know, because we've dropped, I think, better films, it can't quite go in, if that makes sense. But, legitimately, would watch it again, and I would actually recommend it to someone, just because it's so light-hearted, and just so kind of enjoyable. It's, and thing is in it as well, Ray Romano.
It's a blast.
So I'm going to go...
Oh, everyone loves him, apparently. I find him annoying.
Yeah,
I don't like him. I never really liked
terrible
Love
TV
Raymond. Yeah, it is, isn't it? And I always find it weird that and like King of Queens and all that are all kind of connected in a universe. They're all... And
because he's like a roofer in King of Queens.
Oh, something like yeah. So I'm going to put that as it's probably 5-6 out of 10 again. But that one's, I'd say, as a one-off film, that's probably worth watching, especially if you're in a couple, maybe.
Nice couple.
Channing Tatum, to be fair, because I thought he got fat a few years ago, was in top shape again. But once again, didn't have his top off out. It wasn't like that. Scarlett Johansson was always covered up. Like there was no like provocativeness at all. It was purely film.
Numbers, yeah.
I'll be honest with you, if I'd have seen one of those.
Is there a boo for Scarlett Johansson not taking her? Or Channing Tatum for the ladies?
Giggle, we'll have a giggle. But yeah, generally so. But no, it wasn't that kind of film. It was a proper call.
Yeah.
But I am going to bin it, sadly. So yesterday.
Yeah, wait a minute though, because this film I am seeing tomorrow.
Okay, I won't spoil it. Spoilers. So, there's no point. Do you want me to wait then until you've been?
We'll wait till we.
But I will say, okay, it's Twisters.
Yeah, so you've seen Twisters.
And to be fair, very similar to A Quiet Day. I will let
Quiet Day.
A Quiet Place.
Good things.
Yeah, I will tell you. So Steve messaged me the other day saying, I've put a clip up about you talking about good things on the pod. So I went, I bet that's short then. And I thought he meant of me actually saying good things on the pod. And then he sent it me. And then we spent about 5 minutes discussing, and he was so confused by what I'd said, and because I was confused about what he's, and it was ridiculous.
He thought I'd done a best bit compilation for his
best
bits.
Yeah, it was literally just me talking about good things. That's why I was like, is it short? So it's just a long. Basically, it was me and him just basically going, what? Huh?
Yeah, both had the wrong end.
Literally for 5 minutes. So yeah, I'll let you decide on that. The same as A Quiet Place.
Yeah, which we'll discuss in a minute.
Is there a flying cow?
Do you know what? And I don't want to spoil it for you. It generally distracted me so much that I was waiting for it. The whole thing going, there's going to be a nod. There's got to be a nod. And I'll be honest with you, I don't want to spoil it, but nah, it never happens. And that's the only spoiler I'm going to give. And I was a bit furious as well going, it'd have been simple.
Yeah.
The only issue is, so when you watch a film, I'm not going to say, I think there's a moment in it which I'm like, if they'd have just spun that, they could have made it a little bit more like, whoa.
Have they not made it as cheesy as the original or something, and that's why they connect?
No, so the guy in it's out of Top Gun Maverick.
Yes, Glenn Powell.
Yeah. So he's already...
He's rocketing up, yeah.
He's already big in my books because of that. But no, he's done a few more bits. He did that anything about you. Anyone but you. Yeah. He's older than you think, by the way. Seems he's getting with all these young women in these films. I think he's 40. But anyway, he's in this...
So that'll win, nearly 40.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, mate. Calm down.
So sorry, I've been ranting on about it without saying anything at all. But he's called the Tornado Wrangler. He's a bit of a cocky knob. But then it turns... Yeah, you'll see what I mean. Yeah. It's your obvious film.
You kind of know what it does.
I'll tell you what though, the first 5-10 minutes, you'll go, oh fuck, we're on. And then it doesn't let you down. There's no like, once again, there's no massive sex scene, there's none of that. There's no like love, it's more about the actual tornado, which is cool. They didn't go straight for the romance, even though there is that side of it. Yeah. But it is more tornado based. And obviously you can imagine with graphics and CGI nowadays, I generally had to hold onto my seat at one point. I was like, I might go up here. I don't know what's happening.
I'm pretty sure I saw a news article the other day. I don't know if it was about when the original came out, but a tornado ripped through while a cinema was showing it.
No, that's class.
Have you been on the Twister ride? Did you ever go Universal when the Twister ride was there?
No. What was that like?
It was alright, fair.
I'd be like, I think a Maelstrom would
basically you were...
It's not there anymore.
What, Maelstrom?
No, Maelstrom is the
Twister
ride.
ride. It was basically like you were doing I can't remember if it was part of the studio tour ride or it was its own thing, but basically you went through into the sea and you stood behind a bar, like a metal bar, and they were like, hang on, and then like in front of you saw the Twister and wind blew at you, and usual kind of Universal tricks and whatnot.
Sounds like it'd be studio tour stuff.
Yeah, but then the studio tour, I can remember there was a weird bit where you went down in London Underground of all places, and then like water crashed down around you.
That'd be cool.
Like
they must have changed that as well.
Yeah, that was years when I first went there.
Sorry, mildly off subject. What was the horror film down in London Underground? Was it Creep? I remember watching it being really good. You know what it's got in it?
Yeah.
The black guy from Mean Machine, I think. I can't remember what his name is. But
I
it's
thought
basically
you were actually on about Midnight Meat Train was kind of the same.
Oh,
but
okay,
that
yeah.
was with Vinnie Jones.
no, it's not that.
No, it is
was called-
Creep.
It was
But
Creep.
there's two Creeps. There's the Australian Outback Creep, and then I think there is that Creep.
Because then I had a game on one of the consoles coming. It was back in the day, or it might have been the computer, and I just remember it was. I think it might have been a demo that you get with a magazine or something, and it was horrid. Because and then obviously when I then first went to London Underground when I was 17, 18, whenever I'm with the missus or whatever, I've been like,
Shit,
this is all the same. You forget that being there late at night would be harrowing. Like how people do it, I don't know.
There was that zombie game as well, weren't there, for the Wii? Zombie. It was
Oh, really?
Zombie. No, was it Wii U? Zombie U.
Or was it? Yeah.
Was it Wii U?
And then they eventually brought it out on Xbox, so I played it, and that was set in London.
Yeah.
It was really realistic because like there was bits of kit that are at my work and stuff, and I was like, oh, it's weird to see that out there. But yeah, so Twisters we'll come back to next week. You got one more we didn't see together.
So this is retro. So most people would have seen this anyway. American Pie went on Monday on my birthday on my own.
It's a bank.
It's so good. It holds up. It's politically probably incorrect on some regards.
Did they re-release it then?
They're doing 99 in the 99 season in the cinema.
Next Monday it's South Park, Bigger, Larger and Uncle. So I'm going to go and see it. But this, honestly, I don't know if it was because it was my birthday or just nostalgic. But then I remembered it. It's like that got released nearly like 25 years ago, and I was like, fuck. It made me feel old, but so good. Other than Stifler calling when Thingy comes out, Striker comes out singing, he goes, "Oh my god, you're gay."
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
There's a lot of that, but other than that, it's brilliant. Jim's awesome in it.
Yeah.
And the fact it did nothing but make me go, I need to watch number 2 now, because you forget that is also. And if you just take them with what they are, they're just brilliant.
Yeah. They progressively get worse, but
Wedding is not probably worth a watch.
But Wedding, I love the dancing.
But it is going in.
Yeah, no, I cannot
That's a
argue.
bank. Great soundtrack as well.
Yes, it is,
phenomenal. I was saying about this at work the other day. It was literally our soundtrack from our childhood, talking about 90s. It was American Pie and the Tony Hawk's games.
Yeah,
exactly.
basically.
Literally
it was class. The only thing I would say is, I used to think Stifler was funny, and the more you watch it, you do go, if he was your mate, you'd have to just fill him in at some point. He is well annoying. But then his career's gone down the pan, sadly.
Yeah, but he was the one that probably did the best out of it. Alison Hannah.
Yeah, Alison Hannigan.
Could say she did.
Oh yeah, I was got to see Shannon Elizabeth's tits on the big screen, and I'm sorry that's very blunt, but they hold up. Do you know,
maybe not now.
It's a fun fact for you.
She was the older one out of all of them.
She did come back in Reunion. I watched that last night. She'd come back, and she's still like amazing in it. But do you know her husband was there at the time?
Yeah, on the set when
on
she
the
did
set,
that.
literally had to watch her for the whole scene, and I was like,
that's awkward.
Yeah,
because she was like 10 years older than the rest of them, or something.
Yeah, I think she was older.
She was a bit
so,
older.
but so sorry to say tits, but
tits.
But yeah, so
we'll discuss quickly. Like we said, we obviously said if we have to fight to get it bin or banked, Aaron will make the thing. Okay. I think we know this one because we discussed it last week. Quiet Place Day 1. Yeah. I went and seen it after we recorded the pod.
Yeah.
You've seen it before. I give it a 6 out of 10 on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's all right. The acting's great in it.
Acting is great in it.
Quinn in it. Joseph Quinn. Obviously, you watch Strange Things, right?
Yeah,
obviously,
awesome.
phenomenal. Lupita is always fantastic actress. Just, I think the franchise has kind of done everything it can now.
Yeah, I think with this, like I think we did touch on it last week, it wasn't the film I expected it to be.
No.
I thought this was going to be gruesome. I thought it was going to be, and you have that for 5 minutes, if that, and then it is generally.
Have you watched the first two?
I've seen the first one.
I've not seen the second one either.
I didn't like it. No.
Oh, did you not?
No, I just didn't.
It's a little bit. See, I with the first one, I don't know if I've mentioned it. I find it just a little bit like it's fine. Like there's nothing. It was kind of a bit predictable.
I think for the first one though, I had did you see it in the cinema?
No.
I had the cinema experience, would be cool, and it was so good because everyone was quiet because you had to.
Yeah.
Like people were not eating the popcorn.
Yes, that would make it a bit.
Obviously,
made it like
in case they came in and killed it.
Exactly. The one bit in this that really weirded me out was, and what I wanted more of, was that obviously explain why the aliens come or what the whole point of it was. And there was that random bit where you just saw an alien eating a giant ball sack.
And they never explained why.
Nothing about it.
It was
literally
so
this
moment we were going, here we go, this is going to be it. And that was it.
Away.
And then they just cut away and it's back to this story.
So I was like, well, do you not eat the people you kill then?
Which is actually a lovely story, kind of.
Well, it's just a woman trying to get a slice of pizza.
Is that what it boils down to?
Yeah.
Literally. Right. But she's... Oh, she's got cancer, basically.
Yeah, she's got cancer.
And she's at the very final stages.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, but basically, he's really good. So, and it then turns into a story where it's just two people trying to be quiet getting pizza. And then you just don't really see much. There is a bit of suspense,
which is
but
fine.
Not nearly as much as there could have been.
Which is fine, because obviously you know the outcome going in. She's got cancer. She's only literally surviving because she was meant to be getting pizza at the time. That was the whole thing, and it was like her favourite place. And then she gets. It is quite funny in the end where she gets pizza, but it's from a different place because the place she goes is like been obliterated, and she just eats it. She's like, nah.
Yeah.
The whole thing wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
But one thing I would say is there'll be a lot of happy girlfriends out there because their boyfriends would have dragged them there thinking, she's going to shit herself. And afterwards she'd have gone, that's such a lovely story. And he's going to have gone, shit though, isn't it?
So personally, I think obviously because I gave it 6 out of 10, it's got to be a bin.
Yeah, I'm not going to fight you on that. Like I said, I was right down the middle. Looking back,
I don't think.
It was a lovely
I think
story.
there's only one we're going to fight on.
Yeah.
Second one, so we saw not that long after the pod was MaXXXine.
Yeah.
You were messaging me before this.
Yeah.
So that went from looking good to kind of enough. I remember leaving. I don't know what mood I was in, but I can remember leaving and just being like,
the ending was god awful.
Could you just, without spoiling it? I was about to do that then. But,
Well, spoilers ahead.
just to say one word and I'll get it.
Dad.
Oh God, it's terrible. Yeah, it was quite just a bit meh, and then it's the fact that it wasn't a big reveal because you didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
They could have just. Yeah, it wasn't.
Obviously, I've seen the other two in the trilogy,
but
they're not a trilogy.
I'll tell you one thing. The trailer, I'd say, arguably, the trailer is better than the actual film, if that makes sense. The trailer makes it look like it's going to be awesome. You're going to get all these things like the Bates Motel and stuff, and that's really just pointless. Like it's all just. I love stuff to be honest with you that's filmed inside of Hollywood, and I'd love to go there because them film sets would make my toes be like, I'll be like, this is so awesome. So that's the only thing that's cool. You get to see it kind of behind the scenes.
I think the problem was we came up with a better ending between us on the way back as well.
Yeah, and I think that's similar to what I was saying about what did I watch? Twisters. There's a little bit that I thought, well, you could have just done this. Reverse.
I think my goth in it was fantastic. The direction and stuff was great. It looked good.
Yeah.
I thought like at the start it looked really good. You know where it was doing the credits. That was a really cool scene. And one thing I really liked about it was Giancarlo Esposito.
He was cool,
played a good guy. Well, he's not a nice guy.
He's a cool,
but he's a good bad guy.
His role was really bizarre. I do feel like he was in it.
He had a great wig.
Yeah, I feel like he was in it purely because the director's gone, we've got an extra bit of budget, let's just bang. He wasn't in it much. Get a name in that people are going to go, he's in it, let's go.
Kevin Bacon was in it though, and he was good.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon was good in it, to be fair.
Just a quick
all he does is he adverts these days.
Yeah, and he gets paid a shit ton for it.
Well, he lost loads, didn't he?
Ponzi
schemes.
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon?
No, not all of it.
Oh shit!
Probably 10, 20 years ago now. Yeah,
nailed by pyramid schemes.
One of my favourite Kevin Bacon facts is: have you ever seen Wild Things?
Yes.
With Denise Richards, Neve Campbell, and
not Eric Bana.
Matthew.
He was in Stuck on You with Matt Damon. Dylan.
Matt Dillon.
Matt Dillon.
Basically, Matt Dillon has
this
this sex scene with Denise Richards, and basically Kevin Bacon went, "Oh, I'm not in that scene. It's not fair, I'm not in the new scene." So he decided to just get all his stuff out and go in the shower.
Legend.
That was on him. He said, "Yeah, well, I'll have a new scene as well."
I just find it really bizarre that his name's Kevin Bacon. He's got a nose like a pig. It just really weirds. It weirds me out. Literally weirds me out. I'm always like, is he played on that on purpose?
Maybe. But he was good in it. But yeah, I think I give it 5 out of 10 on Instagram. There's obviously it is technically connected to the other two films that you haven't seen.
Yeah, so I did say I willingly admit because I hadn't seen them. These flashbacks she was having and this whole thingy.
Kept seeing the.
I was there like, what's
going on?
Yeah, literally I had to say to Steve afterwards, and I went, okay, that raises it up. So I probably gave it a 4. It raised it to a 5 for me because well, that's a little bit better, but it's not good.
So that's a bin.
Yeah. I wouldn't ever tell anyone not to watch it.
No, especially if you liked.
Voice crack. Because I think some people, if they're into that, would think it's amazing.
Yeah, and if you liked X or Pearl, you've got to. I do think Pearl was probably the weakest of the 3, and everyone raves about that one as the best. But hey ho. And the last film we went to see late the other night, which was Longlegs, which people have been blowing up about. Have you heard about this? Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
it's got incredible marketing for this film. I don't think I've seen better marketing since The Dark Knight.
The Deadpool marketing's been pretty good.
Yeah, but that's been. Yeah, no. That's
I know what you're saying. It's in
different S, like, because, you know, with The Dark Knight, 'cause it was when the internet had just kind of. Everyone had the
taken
internet.
off,
and so you were searching on, you had to go to these websites and stuff. Longlegs, you could get a card in the cinema. If you rang the number, it was Nick Cage talking creepily down the phone to you.
They did that, yeah.
So, and then the marketing never showed his character's face. So he's a serial killer. It's very Silence of the Lambs and Seven-esque. So it's a horror, but it's a thriller kind of thing. And he's a serial killer, but he's not a serial killer because he doesn't actually do the killing.
Right.
You'll have to watch it to see why.
I mean, I've never been one for horrors and thrillers. Not because I get scared. I just...
No, well, I went in there with that, and I thought I'm going to be scared. And after the first 10, 15 minutes, I was like, this is going to be horrible, and I'm not going to like this.
Yeah, because the start, by the way, the first 30 minutes is intense as hell.
And then I got a bit dissoed with it, I'll be honest with you. I was a bit disappointed with the outcome.
No, the bit
But I predicted exactly down to the exact T what was going on. I was like, well, this is...
Yeah, that was the one big thing I did put in my review that I said I didn't like the ending. I didn't think it was nowhere near as bad as MaXXXine's. It kind of turned into a supernatural horror all of a sudden.
Yeah, when I think there could have been another way.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it, but
it's hard
I think they could have just been able to get in, do the job and get out rather than the way they did it. And just be really sneaky that there was two of them perhaps doing it. They were posing as somebody.
The other big problem was, like I say, the marketing's been fantastic about not showing his face. And the whole first act doesn't either.
Right, so yeah.
And then when I saw
in the shadows
it,
then, or did you see the back?
or it would just cut his face off out of the camera
Him
pan,
from a
or you'd see him from
distance,
behind.
It's filmed right
There was actually a bit that was filmed as the girl looking at him and you could just see the lower half of his face.
Right.
I'll be honest, Nick Cage was cool.
Yeah, it was great.
I don't even like his
But that's
demise.
But I thought the face didn't scare me when I saw it. Because one part of the marketing as well, the main woman in it, they filmed her heartbeat for when she first saw him.
So she hadn't seen it.
So she hadn't seen him, and they did this interrogation scene, and they filmed her heartbeat, and you could hear it, and it was just the whole mouth. And I was like, that is phenomenal. I can't wait to see his face now, because she's obviously shitting herself. And it was crap. It took me out of it. I was like, oh, so you've built him
didn't
up.
have that long legs either. So.
No.
I guess like she's in acting mode, right? So it's all a bit heightened. It's like I remember where Ewan McGregor saying when he did the Kenobi series and he saw the Darth Vader suit, he got really scared. Similar sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a bit.
I thought it was really good.
Oh.
I did really enjoy it. It was very Silence of the Lambs-esque, 100%. I give it a 7 out of 10. But if you would rate it lower than that, I'm accepting it not being banked. But I would personally probably bank it.
So my fight for not being banked is it was shit. No, sorry, it was.
You can't. It was filmed amazingly well. It looked.
I think
great.
a lot of stuff is filmed well nowadays. So I'm like,
Everyone's got red cameras.
but what? Let me just think. Let me just try and remember it.
I'd put it over a Quiet Place and MaXXXine as horrors.
Don't know that it was late and I was banked. Beth's definitely better than MaXXXine. Would I give it a 7? No. But then I think I'm then slowly starting to be really harsh because then there's stuff where I'm like, well, what does get a 7 for me? When
I thought
You're like a 7 is still like it's just a good film.
It's a good film.
We have set, but I'm quite
so
harsh.
at the start it was.
Anyway.
At the start it was.
I thought the first 30 minutes was incredible. Some of the best.
Yeah, because then her detective mate, he was quite cool.
So
her character threw me off loads because one minute she seemed to be. This is going to sound bad.
Kind of autistic.
Basically, and the next thing I know, she's smoking in a car and chatting to her mum too much.
I don't get why you had a big deal about her having a fag in a car.
Autistic people don't
You
smoke.
mentioned what are you on about?
Google it.
Google
it, it's illegal.
The first thing you did when you came out of this thing was, why does she have that fag in her car? Probably because she smokes.
To be fair, yeah, probably because like autistic has sensories and stuff.
Absolutely. No, it was more, Aaron, that she was getting introduced to her partner's, as in her police partner's child, who was a 13-year-old girl, and she physically basically froze and didn't talk to her and then she.
Yeah, she was more shy, awkward, and I think.
And but to the point where it was like, so then really threw me off. That then, because I was like, oh god, she's proper.
Yeah, but did you not get that from the ending? The whole thing where it led up to why? That's why she was probably fucked up.
Oh yeah.
The whole thing in the ending is why she's a bit crazy.
To her.
Yeah, she.
Hence why her mum taught the.
Yeah, but she met. Oh, we're gonna have to go spoiler territory.
Say,
she met Longlegs when she was a kid, and he was like fucking about with her. Not fucking. Not didn't go that far.
But he didn't hurt her.
No, he didn't hurt her.
Mentally scarring.
But she watched her mum get tied up on the floor.
Oh god, she did.
And he was gonna kill her, and then
I
her
retracted.
mum.
Bang it in bin. It probably had a bit more story than I thought. I forgot about that bit. I'll be honest with you, I may have fell asleep.
There you go, bank.
I think I fell asleep. My story I think most of my.
Why do you think her mother was helping him?
Oh yeah, she did time.
It was to
I
not
thought they just
get
went
her
to
killed.
fancying this for me.
No.
We have sport this big time. We have sport this.
Oh yeah, but you know,
it's only been out like 2 days.
The warning was there. The
Yeah.
warning there.
Spoilers, always a spoiler warning when you're doing a movie podcast.
On a sort of side note on Nick Cage, have you seen that they've announced the Spider-Man Noir TV
Yes.
show?
What is he in it?
He is Spider-Man
Yeah.
Noir. You've seen it.
You know, Into Across the Spider-Verse.
It's the Into one. He's not in Across, is he? Except
No.
for at the end, but
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
hear him.
No.
I've only seen the first one.
Yeah, the first
the
one.
first one.
The one that's like black and white.
Yeah.
That's getting a spin-off as his own TV show. And that is Nick Cage in the film.
Oh, cool.
But he's not playing Peter Parker.
Isn't there? Was it Sam or something?
He's playing Ben Riley,
Oh, Ben
which in
Riley.
the comics is a clone of Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Oh, solid first name.
So,
Yeah. They're not calling it Peter Parker because there's going to be like smoking and stuff, and Marvel don't know.
Ah, they want to keep their hands away.
which is fair.
Yeah, which is fair.
And because Ben Riley's in Across, and they're a bit where they met like Ben's.
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
Ben Riley Spider-Man the one that's like, oh, I can't help
Yeah,
my
yeah,
feelings.
My little brother just said he's brought Now TV if I want to use it. That was great news.
Give me the
There you go.
password.
Yeah, everyone's
Oh,
on
I
that.
don't need it. So, watch House of Dragon.
I've heard it's great. Generally, there's nothing else to follow that up. I've
It
heard
felt like it was.
I've got nothing else to follow that up with.
Right, so, Game Tame or Lame, 90s edition,
God.
specifically films.
How far in are we?
50 minutes. We're going to
Oh,
rack through this, then we're going to do a quiz.
Okay.
So, the first one, Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, I like it. Game.
Yeah, game.
Game?
Yeah, I've got no qualms. I know some people say it's not as good as I think it is as good as people make it out. That is one hell of a
I
great
think
film.
I prefer The Green Mile, but they're both still phenomenal films.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, if I had to pick one out of the two, I'd actually go Green Mile. Yeah,
Would you? And I'd go Shawshank.
and I've, I'm
I think
talking,
that's probably.
they're
I've
both
watched
they're
Green-
both 8 9s out of 10 for
Yeah.
me.
I
They're
think
both
Green
class.
Mile I've probably seen more, which helps.
Mine would probably be because my affection's towards Tom Hanks and that
Yeah.
swing it. But then again, I
It's,
do-
it's the ending of Shawshank for me. It's like, oh,
Yeah, that's
like,
class actually. Yeah.
But then the big
Oh, and
thing is that he
Brooks.
couldn't get through the
Brooks was there.
couldn't get through the sewage pipes. He would have died, wouldn't he, within like 5 minutes?
Yeah,
Real
but there's
life.
also the fact he was tunnelling out a wall for 20 years. How that not get noticed? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, every film you can
Yeah.
pick up.
But to be fair, the way
But it was
is
one in there
Morgan-
that I put
the way
expected
Morgan
Game.
Freeman explains it all going.
Yeah.
The fact that I think that's the cool thing where you see them bits of him getting rid of the rocks in the. I think that's just class.
Yeah.
And then carving the thing is.
Or behind that poster.
Yeah.
Maybe that comes up in the quiz. It doesn't. So next film.
If it's who's the woman, I'm literally going to be like, no.
No.
It doesn't.
idea.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Next film, Scream. But you just said you don't like horrors, so.
Yeah, but Scream was sort of a spoof anyway.
Well, so I get really frustrated. So I said when we went to watch Scream at the 4, 5, whatever it was at the cinema a couple of years ago, I said I can't.
You were getting confused with
I-
Scary Movie.
Yeah, I can't not take
No.
Scary Movie because they're too similar.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise Scream was a joke. Like it is.
Yeah. And
It's
like,
not a joke, but it's Wes Craven
But then,
mimicking and
Yeah,
this is
like
annoying,
that
but then,
stuff,
but then,
yeah.
over, then it overlaps with Scary Movie for me because they're just
yeah,
doing
I
the
can't
same
tell the
thing.
difference between the two.
And generally, it really threw me off, and I was like,
The start is like not far from being word for word as well.
No, yeah, that was the whole
Yeah.
point. Of Scary
generally, it
Movie,
really.
wasn't it?
So,
the
I-
first Scream is phenomenal.
but have I seen the first Scream?
It's the one where Drew Barrymore dies straight at the beginning because everyone was like, Drew Barrymore's the big star, and then it's
Yeah.
like, boom, he killed her off.
I'm gonna say
It's a
Tame.
it's a tame for me.
Tame. Yeah, I don't.
I'd personally go Game, but
But we've been outvoted.
outvoted, except
But I do appreciate that people do like it. I just can't get. And I'll be honest with you, if I hadn't seen Scary Movie, I might like it more.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
the fact that it's Scary Movie. I'm literally if they're not.
you can't tell the difference between
Take my
film and
strong
song.
hand.
That's the second Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Next one, which I think you'll go Game, but I'm not, is Men in Black.
Ooh,
I know, but I've got a feeling if I watched it now, I'd be like, this is shocking.
yeah. The ride
not
at
bad.
Universal's good.
I think Men in Black.
Universal rides.
I think Men in Black 2 is actually better.
Which is the one where
Johnny Knoxville's in 2. That helps.
Yeah.
right?
Three's got Brolin.
Is the
And they
first
go
one
back in time.
the
first one's
Nick
got
Offerman? No.
No, it's got Vincent, the
Oh,
guy who
Tommy Lee
plays
Jones.
Kingpin.
Oh, sorry, yeah,
Tommy Lee
yeah,
Jones.
yeah, and he's like
A
all
bug.
like sluggy.
Yeah, he's got like cockroaches all the time over him. And stuff.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah.
That's the guy who plays Kingpin.
Ah, yeah.
Which
What's
is mad. when you
What's
watch
it called?
back.
Thingy's belt.
Orion's Belt.
Orion's belt. It's all about that, isn't
The
it?
galaxy on Orion's
That's
Belt.
it.
And it's like, there isn't a galaxy on
Vincent.
Orion's Belt.
It's cool. It's a real cool concept. This is close.
Because
to me.
Logan started watching recently. He saw it was on TV at like 12 a.m. and he was
Yeah.
watching it. He's like, I really like this. It was the second one, funny enough, and it was a bit at the start where the woman takes the top off, the alien, where
She's
she
got
looks at the
great-
Victoria's Secret model and then she models herself on it. And Logan's like, can we rewind that bit? I like that bit. I was like, hang on, kid.
Too young for that.
Yeah, but But yeah, it was on in the middle of the day. I don't mind Men in Black, but it's not a game for me. But that's my hatred for Will Smith.
No, if we're going to be honest, yeah, it's Tame. It's not lame for me. I do it like I don't think I'd watch it again though if it came. I don't think I'd go.
I think the third one's underrated.
Well, that could have come up because that is notoriously slated.
Yeah, it's not one of the
notoriously slated one. I do not mind it.
I like it.
And it kills me. And the best thing is, it's a banging song as well.
Yeah.
Wicked Wild.
Wow.
West. Jim West.
I think the next two.
No, you don't want none of it. Sorry.
And then just mixing the two up
Yeah,
together.
Yeah, exactly. That's just this film.
One of the weirdest things ever though was the fact that they were going to do the 21 Jump Street and Men in Black crossover that never happened.
Yeah,
really?
That may have been good.
That would have been.
It didn't help that the Chris Hemsworth Men in Black film bombed like mad.
Did it?
But,
Yeah.
Just to clarify, Chris Klein that was in Wild West.
Mm-hmm.
He's meant to be a massive name. I've literally seen him in that and nothing else. But he's like a famous guy.
Was he in Reservoir Dogs? Something like
is that what it is? Something like, is that what but do you not think he was at the time when it came out? He was like, Chris Klein's in it, and
he was the star over Will Smith.
This is what I mean. And yeah, I'll be honest with you. I think I've seen him in one of the film and I can't remember what that is.
Get on his wiki.
I'll IMDb it while you quickly discuss that this one's game, which is Jurassic Park.
Game.
Yeah. Fuck off. By the way, Chris Klein is the one out of American Pie.
Oh, did you get them things from American Pie?
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Klein. Sorry. Yeah. It's Calvin.
It can't be Calvin Klein.
It's Calvin. It's Summit Klein.
Kevin Klein.
Kevin Klein. Damn it.
What does he look like?
He's got curly hair in him. I love that this is great for the listeners.
Yeah.
Me looking at.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah. What's his main film?
That.
Is actually Wild
I
West.
haven't come up with his films.
Maybe he's not as famous as I thought then, and
I've just come up with his films.
But I think that's a film that killed his career, didn't it, as well, like a little bit. What did you say? Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Don't you dare say anything other than not game.
I think
Fish Called Wanda.
I think 3 is probably the best.
Knock him out.
No, you know what? Lost World.
No. Lost World has the best shot.
I don't know.
All of the Jurassic Park films.
I've only ever seen one. I did actually try and watch them all during COVID or when I was in New Zealand. I can't remember. But Jurassic Park, obviously, yes.
It's phenomenal.
It's
absolutely incredible.
The CGI still looks.
Yeah.
I still think that kid gets electrocuted. Generally, I think he's dead.
He did.
Oh, the only thing that does kill me is knowing that they wanted Harrison Ford instead of Sam Neill.
Yeah, I don't think Harrison Ford would have been as good, you know.
No,
I think it would have been. I think the fact is Harrison Ford probably wanted the limelight more, and he'd tried to make him more. Which, and I'm saying that from someone I love, but I think it's mad in it because just because of how much I like him, I think I'd be more inclined to watch.
Jeff Goldblum wouldn't have worked alongside Harrison Ford because he would have took the limelight off of Jeff Goldblum. Sam Neill was perfect for that.
Yeah, in general though, I like it.
It's a masterpiece. There's no other dinosaur film that's anywhere near as good.
Did you ask it? Did you get them things earlier that I told you about?
What? No. Just don't worry, you've ruined my kids'
VR Jurassic Park car. I didn't get it.
Because it was in Hinckley and I was at work in Burton.
You should have told me to get it.
I did!
Oh, yeah. It's your fault then.
Next one, 100% game, The Matrix.
Yeah. In isolation.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the rest.
I've got to quite. I was actually thinking of the year. I thought it came out in 2000, but it's 99. I think.
99.
Yeah, it was.
99,
yeah. No, Matrix is outrageous. When did I?
1999.
Oh, I was actually gutted because that was out on this 25 year and this 99 film at the cinema, and I really wanted to watch it. I can't remember why we didn't. I think we were busy, and I was gutted actually because that would have been class at the cinema as well.
I mean, for years it was still used as like you put that film to test your hi-fi equipment.
Yeah, I can imagine. The soundtrack in that's good as well, fair, but I think just in general a really cool film.
Just a perfect action.
But do you know what I would say now? I think if maybe a youth of today watched it, they'd be like, "What is this shit?"
No, I don't.
I think that because they won't get how.
They won't get the
phones.
they won't get the phones.
No, they won't get the phones.
I think they'd get the.
So
but then you could put a spin on it, like the whole AI shit and that. Like it is kind of the similar thing.
The worst thing is, I'll tell you one thing about it. It's a great film anyway. It also makes you question life, doesn't it? You're there going,
"Am I real?"
Yeah, literally. How
am I real?
Good is it actually? But by the way, Keanu Reeves doesn't really miss either.
No.
As in, like in general, with all his films.
It's phenomenal.
He's
And a phenomenal guy.
Yeah, he's one person that. But
he's not Sleepy Hollow, is he?
I think he is. Yeah.
It's Johnny Depp.
Oh, it might be Johnny Depp.
I swear Keanu Reeves is in it.
It's Tim Burton. He might be in it.
But generally, though, Keanu Reeves.
I swear he's in some vampire.
You can tell he actually reads the script, though. That's
no, you're on about Interview with a Vampire. Aren't you? No, that's not him either.
That's
is it?
Brad Pitt. No, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise and and Brad Pitt.
Oh, look at that.
No, the one where he did Bram Stoker's Dracula, where he does the really bad English accent.
Yeah,
that's Keanu Reeves.
It's too in Dracula.
Point Break, by the way, underrated film.
Yeah.
Patrick Swayze, underrated actor.
I've not seen it in such a long time.
What? Patrick
Point
Swayze?
Break,
Not many people have. Oh, no, don't go.
Next one, I think, is generally overrated.
Mm-hmm.
People think it's classic. Be interested to see what your take is. We haven't gone a lame yet, by the way. I probably wouldn't put it lame. I'll put it tame. Fight Club.
I'll
Is
admit,
it as good as people say?
I will straight up say it's not a game for me. It is overrated. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
And I think it was because it was quirky. The sad thing about a lot of films...
Once you know the twist.
This is the other thing, yeah. Once you know the twist as well, watching it again, you're a bit like... You can't just watch it for Brad Pitt's body.
Yeah.
I'm watching it for Meatloaf.
But he was in his prime. Edward Norton was notoriously a very good actor at the time.
See, I don't rate Edward Norton.
That was like Game of Thrones.
No,
Fight
not
Club's
really.
like Game of Thrones to me, where people thought they were cool if they watched it.
Yeah,
Or
it was
they say
100%
it's good, if
that
makes
film.
sense.
Yeah,
But Game of
everyone
Thrones,
that
can't
thinks-
talk about Fight Club.
Yeah.
Everyone who thinks they're a cinephile is like, oh my god, Fight Club. is
yeah.
amazing.
So I would say Fight Club.
Sorry
is,
if you actually enjoy it, by the way.
is-
That's fine.
It is tame
It's
because
tame, it's
because
not
it is a very good idea and it's really cool. The whole bit at the end's a bit weird for me as well. Where I don't know what's going on behind him, but he shoots himself.
Terrorist attacks and all that shit. But then it's also David Fincher's films are like that anyway. Like, I think
Who's the woman in that?
Helen Botham Carter.
That's it. Yeah, I knew it was someone that.
Who's the
When she makes that grade school comment, it's a bit.
Yeah. Some that don't hold up.
Yeah.
What was the other film that David Finch did? The
Paul
one with
Finch,
Rosamund
American Pie.
Pike and Ben Affleck. The one where she's a woman and then they think he's killed her and then she comes back. She's been with Neil Patrick Harris the whole time.
Oh, Gone Girl.
Yeah.
It's actually Ben Affleck, not Brad Pitt.
I said Ben Affleck.
Oh, did you? I went
Yes.
straight to Brad Pitt. Sorry.
Say
Gone
sorry.
Girl. Sorry.
I think that's overrated. I think the first half is fantastic. The second half is terrible.
Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris gets killed in it as well, so I'm not watching
There
it.
you go. Next one, you could argue this is a nostalgia one because I watched it again recently and it is shit. Is Casper. Because funny enough, when I was researching this was actually on, like, people were like, this is one of the most worst rated films on Rotten Tomatoes for the
I used to have a
90s.
Casper game on a console, and it was my favourite. It was so good.
We're on about the film though.
I remember going to Choices every weekend,
Choices, well,
and
shut
it
up.
was
I went on the
Casper
corner.
every weekend.
Oh, really? Do you like it? I'll be honest with you.
Have you
Christina
rewatched
Ricci,
it?
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's the daughter.
I was going to say this is the tedious link. Isn't the dad in Casper the president from Independence Day?
Yes. Bill Paxton.
Which Will Smith's in.
Bill Pullman?
Tedious link. Bill Pullman. Yeah, he's dead, isn't he?
Is he?
Paxton or Pullman are dead. One of them.
Yeah,
are.
one of them.
But Casper, I would honestly say, to me, if you're asking me, I'd say it was Tame because I loved it as a child. I mean,
That's what I mean. But I've rewatched.
but I
it
can
with
imagine
Logan.
I can imagine rewatching it. It's dog awful.
Yeah,
because I'm even
right.
remembering it now, thinking I don't remember liking the film as a kid. I remember liking certain aspects of.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
the
what's-
whole
what's
bit
the
where-
plot? They're moving the house. It's haunted, but
Yeah.
Casper's friendly.
But
there's
there's
three
three
bad
bad
The
guys.
three
there they go.
uncles.
Yeah, that's it.
But then there's the whole bit at the end where they start, and then the woman's trying to get the house for some reason with Eric Idle, and
Does
then
Casper come back to life?
yeah, there's that whole start
Was he
where
like a really
the
handsome
dad
kid?
dies for a bit,
Yeah.
and then comes back, and then the woman dies. And
Oh,
then,
is it bad? I can't remember it now.
That's what I mean. And
we
for
can
some
go.
reason, like the ghosts that are Casper and that look all animated, but then when the people that are alive die,
They
they're
look
not
people.
like that. They look like people. And I'm
Yeah.
like, why have you done that?
of
And
course,
it's-
yeah.
Can't remember if Christina Ricci might even die and become a ghost for 5 seconds.
Is she young in it then? Is she the
Yeah,
kid?
yeah. She's just
Oh,
the
I didn't know
daughter.
that was the... All I remember she ever did was that Black Snake Moan with...
Yeah,
I've never seen it, but it's...
And Justin Timberlake.
Adam's Family as well.
Oh,
shit.
I've seen it.
The Black Snake Moan was with Sammy Lowe.
Yeah, I've just said that, and Justin
I
Timberlake.
was just looking at it. But I remember it being... Everyone, they basically tried to sell it as her just being half naked for the
Well,
whole
she
thing.
is
didn't
the
they?
half naked for the whole film.
Yeah, well, I'll get a shot.
So we're saying Tame. Because I've rewatched it, I would say it's lame now, but nostalgia makes me want to say
No,
Tame.
that makes you're probably going to go Tame because you like it. I'm going to go right down the middle of Tame Lane.
That's just, I'm not seeing it in a very, very long time.
Yeah,
but
so-
like thinking about it, yeah, it's probably a bad film, right?
Yeah, so
it's
we can go
probably
lame on that
We've
because
got
I
lame.
remember
We've
it.
got to give something a lame, haven't we? We've got to.
What are we going for? Dum dum dum.
Just go Mario because it's died of death.
Oh, what's about Mary?
The other one is arguably I would fight. I'm not going to say it's game, but I would fight a cause to say it's Tame. Batman and Robin,
Oh,
which is easily the worst Batman film.
no, but so I remember I didn't mind them. I like all the Batman films. Like from I don't know if I've said that on the pod, but when I've grown up, because I really like Batman, I think they're all quite cool.
I love the cheesy Batman.
Yeah, literally, I
Yeah.
don't mind cheesing films, so I'm literally happy
It's
to say that.
so
Mega.
bad.
Ice to Meet
Good.
You.
Exactly.
Was this with Poison Ivy and the Rubber Lips?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game for me, mate.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I really like those films.
I literally like.
I don't think you could put it in game.
I think Robin I think that was one of the best performances ever by a character.
He
in
didn't
Star
do a
Wars.
lot.
No, he didn't do
No,
that.
Chris O'Donnell.
Oh,
Yeah.
did he go on to be in
He's in
Fantastic Four? Is he the?
No.
Is that not?
Chris
the
Evans
originals?
is Fantastic Four.
No, the originals.
Yeah,
With
Chris Evans,
Chris
the one who
Evans was the
plays
Human
Captain
Torch.
America, is a Human
what?
Torch.
Silver Human Torch? Yeah. Oh, is it him?
He's in like a
He's in
CSI or a Law and Order.
Yes,
or
it's
something
like the copper.
that.
Yeah. 1 second.
Yeah,
I
it's like something like that in America. I
Yeah.
swear, Stacey's
I didn't
watched
mind it at all. By
No,
the way.
I like those films.
But
If
after
you-
what we've just said about the other films, can we really put it as game?
That's what I mean. You can't put it as game. Have you played the drinking game now?
Is it Batman Forever? Yeah.
Batman
No.
and Robin. Batman Forever
is Val Kilmer.
and Jim Carrey.
I like that one as well.
And then
The drinking game basically you have to drink every time there's a pun.
you'd be
So you're
smashed.
fucked. Yeah.
You'd be smashed.
Batman and
Like,
Robin.
I'm
Arnold
assuming
comes
you've seen
off
the post-credit scene in The Flash.
Chris
Yeah.
O'Donnell.
Where George Clooney.
You
comes.
do.
Nah, he's done something. I know it. I always go to Wikipedia. I should go on.
1 minute. Why are you googling that? I'm just going to pause so we don't know that
Uh,
song. Go on then, Beej.
yeah, so Chris O'Donnell basically is in Three Musketeers, which is released in 1993. I'll be honest with you, I have just looked at this, so I don't just know that one off by heart. But it's a film that I really, really like because Keith Sutherland's in it. R.I.P. Donald. Charlie Sheen's in it. I've just been watching 2.5 Men anyway, but I really like them. When they were younger as well, they were great.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
chemistry in that film I think is just hilarious. And then Tim Curry is the bad guy in it, who's obviously always great. So
Always been great.
I like Chris O'Donnell anyway, but he hasn't done much. NCIS Los Angeles.
That was
what
it. I know it was
So Batman and Robin, we're putting Tame. We can't put it game.
No, I suppose you are right. Yeah, you are right. But like I say, I think majority of the human race would probably put it as lame.
Yeah, 100%.
When I'm more than happy to say it.
Yeah.
I would watch that if it was on.
Yeah.
Mainly out of nostalgia.
It's better than Batman Forever.
Yeah, I
But
got
Carey is great, but Tommy Lee Jones is so shit.
Ah,
He is
Tommy-
your baddest too.
Oh, take. And this ain't gonna be controversial. I think Tommy Lee Jones is shit in everything he's in anyway, apart from The Fugitive.
What about Men in Black?
And in that, Harrison Ford carries it. Harrison Ford is the best. Men in Black.
He plays well in Men in Black off of Will Smith.
He actually does. Actually, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
give him that. But other than that, though, he's Under Siege. He's a bad guy.
Is he in
With
Under
Steven
Siege?
Steven
Steven
Seagal.
Seagal, yeah.
Yeah, it's him. He's the bad guy.
He's in Captain America.
I find him irritating. I just find him. He's someone that's really famous. What's the one? He's done a couple of westerns now,
Who's
isn't
he
he?
in Captain America? Oh, of course he is in the
The-
first one.
It's
Oh,
the very first one. It's
yeah,
like
I can't. I always
sergeant
forget
and
the
stuff.
first one. Yeah.
He's in the. He's the one that chucks a grenade when he jumps on it.
Yeah,
That kind
yeah,
of, he's
yeah.
in that area. But
Yeah.
I just find Tommy Lee Jones a little bit. But I think
Yeah, I
he's
get it.
notoriously overrated anyway, and I think he just robs a little bit.
I don't know if he do. I don't
think
know
he's
if
a twat
it-
as well.
was
I think
he
he's a
in-
twat in real
Yeah,
life
he
as
is
well.
meant to be a bit. Was it Volcano when they did
Yeah.
them two? Like that was as well.
There was that. Is it Daylight,
Dante's Peak.
Dante's
Yeah.
Peak.
Basically the same film.
They're nothing compared to
Right, we've got
Twisters.
two more, and the last one I'll leave was specifically chosen for Aaron in mind. So the other one is another one I've rewatched of Logan, and it is a fucking chore. Hook.
Oh,
I know you're gonna.
Just turn it on. I know Ford walk about this podcast. You fucking crossed the line. I don't want to press it. Crossed the line.
I don't think you actually pressed anything.
I pressed 9277. I like.
It's
the bit I
lame.
like.
It's lame.
Robin Williams is Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's Hook?
Dustin Hoffman?
Dustin Hoffman, and you've got
Smee is the guy that died a few years ago. I loved him.
He's the guy who
who's
plays
Tinkerbell?
Mario.
Yes, he is a good.
Bob Hoskins.
Bob
Yes,
Hoskins,
mate.
not
Yes,
knowledge.
mate.
The kids, phenomenal.
No, they're not. Rufio's
Gwyneth
and-
Paltrow's in. Julia
The whole
Roberts. Okay.
Rufio stuff.
Julia Roberts is Tinkerbell.
which
Yeah.
is terrible.
And then
Julia
there's
Roberts is
CGI.
Is it
awful in
Gwyneth
it.
Paltrow in
And
it?
she hated the film, right?
I don't
Because she
know.
was never actually on set with anybody or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could kind of tell she hated the film. By
Glenn
that.
Close is in it. Funny enough,
There's a lot of big names in Hook.
it's a Steven Spielberg production, isn't it?
I said you could tell she hated the film by her acting. She was dope. Amber, no, I swear there's a woman in it.
It's just boring. The whole plot
Yeah,
of
Gwyneth
it.
Paltrow's in it. It's Wendy Darling.
Yeah, so she's a young one, isn't it?
Yeah, not too young. Right, I'll be honest with you. I've got a lot of nostalgia for Hook. Massive Robin Williams fan.
When was the last time you watched it?
Literally
In the
yesterday.
90s.
1990. No, I've generally watched it probably a couple of years ago.
And
I
did
love
you
it.
not find it boring?
No, I really like it.
Okay.
Roofy. Oh!
The bit I remembered when I was a kid that I really loved was the food fight bit.
Food fight and the skateboarding bit where he's chasing
Yeah,
around the
and
thing.
that was
yeah,
it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, these bits, I was like, oh yeah, that's why I love this film. And
Mate,
then I went, ah.
They get a fat man to roll up in a ball and roll him down some stairs on a
A
pirate
fat
ship.
kid.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why you fat shaming him.
It's
but
just, it's too long as well. It's a way too long for
I
a kid's film.
really have no memory of it. I remember loving it as a kid, but I couldn't tell you the plot.
if it's not
Rewatch
going
it.
this game, you got a new host anyway now, so I'm fine with this game. No, I'll be honest with you. It can go as tame as me, but I'm not having it as lame.
I want it as lame.
No. Well, if you put that as lame, I'm putting the Dark Knight as lame. Okay.
Fuck off.
Oh, if I go down,
There's
I'm
no
going down
way
swinging.
you can put the Dark Knight.
If I go down, I'm losing all my morals. I'm going to cut my nose off to spite my face. I don't care. No, I don't know. I feel like I'm too. All right, you shit on his grave. Go on. You know, if you think Robin Williams is a bad actor, you say it.
I don't think it was.
Just a bad film. He'd be a good actor
Yeah,
in a
no.
bad film.
Oh God, I like it. But I
I
think
know
mine
that.
is pure nostalgia.
That's the whole thing for this whole round, though, isn't it? It's all 90s
And
films.
Thingy's in it. Who's the woman in it? The old lady.
Maggie Smith.
Yeah, because Maggie Smith's in it. Looking old as shit. Sorry.
And
This is
we've
the
had this whole
nicest way.
discussion on the pod before that she looks older in Hook than she does in Harry Potter.
Yeah, I remember that conversation.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
okay, so if you two want to go lame, I will take the bullet
Yeah.
and walk off
Alright.
the podcast.
So last one. So you could argue this point because I know Aaron will put it higher than it deserves.
Yeah, but I'm
It
not.
depends what this
Talking
is.
about Bob Hoskins.
Ooh.
Talking about a film I just said.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Super
it's
Mario
lame.
Brothers
It's
movie.
lame. Terrible film.
I've not seen it.
Fair enough.
Oh,
I
no,
thought
no.
you had nostalgia for
So,
it that you
I
liked
think-
it.
I
Like,
think-
it was so bad
I
it's
think we've
good.
discussed this before. I remember one scene from it, and it's them two standing on the next to something with loads of water going down. So I think it's where they're going, and that's all I remember. And then they jump down. But I remember liking it as a kid. But then I was young when I watched it, like 3, 4.
Well, it's nothing to do with the games, like
No.
except for just names.
And
Like-
what's the other guy's name?
Well, we discussed this last week, didn't we, on the
Well, the
pod?
guy that plays Luigi.
Yeah, because he's
We
somehow
were talking about he's in Ice Age. John Leg.
Yeah, because he's smuggled a career through, isn't he? Like
Yeah.
he weaves in and out.
Apparently, like it was the worst film, and they were all drunk the whole time.
Oh,
They
really?
played drinking games on set. It was
That's
like
class.
And Dennis Hopper
Yeah,
was
he's Cooper.
Cooper.
Oh,
That was the whole thing when it was Cooper. It's not even fucking Bowser, and it's
Technically, Cooper is his name in
Yeah.
Japan. But
this is
is it? Is that what Bowser's name? Is?
nothing to anything. We met Michael Biehn when we were at a Comic Con.
Michael Biehn.
Biehn, sorry.
But it's spelt Bien.
Yeah, we're at a Comic Con not long ago. I didn't realise he was actually as big an actor as he was in the 80s.
Yeah.
I watched him in Terminator 1 the other day and thought, what a ledge. And
I had to
realised-
message him a voice note explaining to him the plot of Terminator and Terminator 2
and asked me
after he'd just watched
and asked me-
Terminator.
and asked me to explain
they
it back.
kind of blend in together.
I had no. I'll be honest with you. You messaged me. I agreed with the voice note 'cause I couldn't be asked to go again. What? Because I generally still don't know now. All I know is that Sarah Connor is Michael Bihn's dad. No, I'm joking. I do know now.
The first one, Arnie's bad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I think.
second
That's what
one,
throws me
one.
off.
It's the other guy's bad, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Robert
the
Pattinson,
guy
yeah.
that gets his and then he
Gets melted.
regens. Yeah, melted. But I didn't get to the end of it. That's not because I wasn't enjoying it. It was generally because I got so confused with it all. Because then they've had the wars, and I just need to remember that they have gone back in time and stuff, and he was sent back as well. And I think what threw me off was I thought just Arnie had come back, and then forgetting that he had. But yeah, so long story short, that's basically what they're doing in the second one as well. So I didn't just click onto that.
Yeah.
But
You're
long-
over explaining this anyway. Let's get back to Super Mario because it did have enough.
Oh, sorry.
Are we going just generally lane then?
I can't
You can
remember it, so I will
accept
take what you
It's-
two
it's
say. Sorry.
alright.
Okay.
I,
I
but
thought you'd try and fight
but
it.
if
a bit.
someone-
No, it's terrible.
if someone said to me, "Do you want to watch it again now?" I would, purely out of not exploration. No, purely out of experiment, like just to see if I know what, like if I remember it, or to see if I'd like, or see how bad it is. Do you know what I mean? I don't need to.
They all look like dinosaurs, like the
Yeah.
Goombas and stuff. And yeah, the only good thing is the
woman's fit.
and the gun is the Super Nintendo like gun.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, it's not Peach. It's Daisy. In
So-
that
It's
one, isn't it?
Daisy in that. Yeah.
So this is a weird one for you, and I'm hoping that maybe either you two might know, or one of our listeners might know. I remember a film from when I was in my youth, and this should have been 96, 97, 98, them kind of out. And basically, it was about a load of kids, and then they were in like a water tower, and one of them fell in the water. And then, so just to clarify, and then they went into like not an alternative, but like there was loads of like big rabbits or something. But it's the water towers, anybody remember? Because then when it all comes to an end, they come basically back out of the water. By water tower, I mean like, you know what you used to see in the film? Like, it's like the Wild Wild West. You know what he's in the Wild Wild West?
Big old
You
school.
mean like
Like-
old school?
Like Warner
water
Brothers,
tower?
that big
Yeah.
Warner Brothers thingy, yeah.
We know what a water tower is.
Sorry,
yeah.
I went too much into that. Maybe.
Go back to talking about Terminator. You didn't talk about that too much either.
Basically,
Fucking
I
hell.
need someone to help me out and tell me what film this is.
I have no idea.
It sounds very familiar.
But basically, I remember playing it when we were kids, and I remember playing it, being them people being like, "Oh, you don't know if they turn into rabbits or some other beasts." But basically, do you think it's a never-ending story?
You just go,
Oh, here we go. Literally a Reddit post called "Tip of My Tongue," and someone's describing the exact same thing. It's called The War. Elijah Wood and Kevin Costner's in it.
No way!
Never heard of it.
Sorry.
It's a drama set in an American rural town, very green and sunny. Features two groups of children that kind of hate each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally someone asking the exact same thing you're saying. The War.
Just you and that one other guy.
What would
No one
that
else
be?
said the name,
1990 something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if Elijah Wood's in it.
1994.
What was Elijah Wood's first
Oh, mate,
appearance?
he's well young. Elijah Wood's first... I was going to say Deep Impact, but it's not, because he's younger here. Elijah Wood. I know this.
It was in my... I just did a post today saying, did they appear in that? Part 2, but it was, did they appear in that Part 1? I mentioned it.
Don't remember. I read part
Back
one.
to the Future Part 2.
Is it?
Yes, he is.
Is, you know when he goes in the cafe and there's kids playing on the
Yeah,
game?
he is one of them.
That's
yeah.
Elijah Wood.
Do you know
Oh,
what?
I know,
There you
you
go.
said that, yeah.
No, yeah. Do you know what? I remember I watched it last time I watched it. 'Cause I didn't watch them until recently because a couple of years ago, and I remember seeing him going, "Fucking Elijah."
Fucking Elijah. Right, let's crack on with the quiz. So, these are your prizes, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Your birthday presents, should we say. They're up for
They're
grabs, okay? So let's say, let's go now. So 15, what do you think you can get out of 15? 90s quiz.
How hard have you done it? Seriously.
It's not as hard as my usual ones.
I'm going to go 10.
10.
I'll go low.
Now, how many questions are designed just for me? Not just for me, but towards me. And how many? No, actually, I don't really care
There's
about
two
that. How many
definitely I
is- how
think
many-
you will get over him. There's
Oh,
one,
God, I forgot it's a comp.
and there's
I don't wanna
one,
lose.
there's one that's one question but worth 2 points that's done it. Aaron.
Oh, so it's only 2 on 1. 2. Okay, so
So it's basically 2 each. 2 points each.
and what do we get if we get our amount right? How much? Like, how much?
And
bonus?
there's a bonus prize I'll show you.
Oh,
at
if
the
you
end.
get how many right that
If
you said you're
get-
going
yeah. So he's going 10 or more. 10
to. I
or
might play
more.
just for the bonus and say none.
Keep it low.
Now there's a bonus prize each, so you can back yourself. It doesn't
I'm
matter.
going to go 9. Aaron, I think you beat me last time, didn't you?
Yes.
I think it's close.
I think
So let's look at the presents
I'm
first.
not
of what-
backing myself in. I've literally gone for. I've took an L
So
already.
this one doesn't matter because you've already gone and bought yourself. It's a little.
No, I need another one.
Okay, so a Lego mini figure
Lego.
display.
Oh, you'd. I think you'd do that. Wouldn't you? You got
I'd use that.
Fuck, I actually want that. That's annoying. I really wanted it to be stuff I don't want.
Some Mike and Ike's.
Oh, fuck, I want that. It's good.
Not Mike and Ike's. Because you.
Wait, is this all up for grabs?
Oh look, these are your birthday presents. They're up for grabs.
And if we get a question wrong, we have to have a fucking horrible tweet as well.
Yeah.
But I reckon we should have a new rule. If me and Aaron vote that this question's ridiculous,
Yeah,
and no one would know
okay.
it, you'll vote of it.
Got your little Lego
Questions.
set. Draco in the Forbidden Forest.
This is actually really good. I'm actually feeling. I actually want to win now.
And
Take it
we will
seriously.
move them out of the way in a minute. And last one, 5 pairs of Star Wars socks.
Oh.
This is actually a great bundle. I
So
really
you've got a
appreciate it.
Yoda one, Stormtrooper,
I'd have had a great
R2D2, Darth Vader,
Ruined it.
I said Aaron's had a great first.
and you get to take it all home in this lovely Bravissimo bag.
Oh, it made it back.
So I'll put them. That's what's up for grabs, okay?
Did you get all that for my birthday?
Yeah.
This is
Top friend there.
This is.
And
Well,
I've
it
got
would have
It
been.
would have been, yeah.
And I've got you the croc charms you've already had.
I just want to establish I've had 2 T-shirts from my little brother's dad for my birthday. That's it.
There you
That
go.
would have literally doubled up what I've had.
Nice guy.
Well, you're not.
So
It was until he said, yeah, come on the podcast. Put Beej's presents up.
let me. Can someone get me the phone out with their notes so I can keep track of who's got
I'll
what's
keep
got?
an eye on the score.
No, you won't. I don't trust you.
Let me get notes.
Oh, I'll put it at the start then instead,
Oh yeah.
just so I can read the question out. Right. So first question,
Yeah.
and there's a bonus one on this, but I don't expect you to necessarily get that one. Are you ready? What was the highest grossing film of the 90s?
Oh, new one.
Wait,
If we
wait.
both got it right, you've got to have one.
Yeah, but then I don't know if it's quick. Oh, yeah, it's a bit.
Inflation adjusted or?
Are you
No.
telling us the answer after each one we say or at the end?
So if you have a guess and then you both guess different,
Mm-hmm.
then I will tell you which one.
So is this
If it's not right, I'll let you
90s
have another
inflation not included?
no, it wouldn't matter.
Okay, I've got it. Do you want me to go?
Yeah, you go.
Phantom Menace.
Okay, who thinks Phantom Menace?
I was going to say Toy Story.
Oh, shit on it. Animation always flies. But Phantom Menace was so anticipated.
Yeah.
You know what? It's going to be something stupid
It's
like
gonna be
Jurassic.
something.
Yeah, it's going to be something stupid like Bad Men in Black. No,
Are
that's
they
a
your
fair
final
question.
guesses?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're both incorrect.
Oh.
Oh, this isn't fun. This is a bad
Both,
start.
Have one of each.
This is a bad start.
It's Titanic.
Oh, fuck's sake.
You know, in my head, when you asked it, I was like, Titanic. I was like, nah, it's too obvious. I can't get
Yeah.
that.
I went for
Titanic's highest, it's the third highest grossing film of all time, isn't it?
For some reason, I thought it was like 2000. What year was it? 97?
97, yeah.
I better fucking Google this.
No, it's 97. Don't have a
think it
question
was.
me.
Oh, right, right, right.
No, wasn't it?
So for
Oh,
a bonus point,
this one.
and this is closest wins, okay? It won the most Oscars ever.
Oh, they're foul.
But it is tied with Ben-Hur and Return of the King. How many Oscar wins did it get? Closest wins.
So I know what it's between. I think because you know when you see it on the DVD box at the front, where it says how many Oscars.
This is ranked.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I don't like this game anymore. I'm out. Shouldn't it just be the loser after I've won?
Yeah,
But you both lost it.
No, I meant the loser of the whole game.
What happened if one of us eats 15 of these?
The rank as well, mate.
I've no tongue left.
They get nice after you suck till the sour off.
I'm going 8.
8. Where you going, Beej?
So in my head, I think it's an odd number,
Oh, okay.
and it's either 7 or 9, or 6, which is an odd number. I appreciate, but fucking 7.
Aaron gets the point.
Fuck, is it 8?
11.
What?
11. You've got to think it's got all the fucking things and that, haven't you? You need to keep that on. I'll tell you what, I'll just do it on mine because it's going to be annoying.
Fuck.
Don't know, is that high? Oh, these are nice when you suck this out, right?
Yeah, it's
Sort
all
of same thing, yeah.
So basically, yeah, 11. So the Return of the King, Ben-Hur, and Titanic have all
I'll
had
have
11.
one,
But you've got the sound and all that shit, haven't you? So you've
Yeah,
got to
I
think.
forgot
But Aaron gets the point. So I have got a tiebreaker question as well. It's very hard. So this is the question. It's got 2 parts that is more tied to you.
Right. I get this wrong. That's bad.
So The Simpsons started its official run in 1990. Before that, it was shorts on which show?
Tracy Ullman show.
You wouldn't have got that anyway, would you?
Tracy Ullman show. No, I wouldn't have. They can have that, definitely.
Then the next question: what was when it was actually released, the first ever episode? What was the name of the first ever episode? It's a hard one, that one.
What, when he actually started his TV run?
So technically, the first episode was released in 1989, but its official run was 1990. But it's his first proper episode.
It's a Christmas episode.
It is a Christmas episode.
Oh,
Where?
nice, Aaron. Fuck, I'm in trouble here.
Is it literally just called Santa's Little Helper?
It's not, but it is the episode where they
So
get
they got the
Santa's
dog,
little helper.
yeah.
It's
Okay.
called. Go on then.
No, you say it and I'll tell you.
Have a stab.
Now it's Christmas related. Santa's the Christmas Miracle.
No, it's Simpsons roasting on an open fire.
Oh, I knew that as well. I wouldn't have got it, but like.
Beej, you have to have another sweet. No, I'm joking. You don't have to for this one.
Actually, yeah, maybe it should be if one of us gets it right and the other one gets it wrong, we should have one.
Yeah.
Rather than both get it wrong. Yeah. By the way, I'll tell you, no, I'm not generous.
This is the question that I think is more tailored to you.
Just to clarify, is Aaron up 2-0 now?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
And I don't think you'll get this. I had no idea about this one. What was the name of the fictional town Dawson's Creek was set in?
How the fuck would I know
I
that?
thought you liked Dawson's Creek.
I've never seen it.
All right, I'll tell you what.
No, don't worry about it. I'll tell you anyway. I know what it is.
Go on then.
Dawson.
No.
But Creek.
No.
Oh, it's like.
Don't do it.
Go on. Go on.
I've never watched an episode. This is foul.
It's. Something Meadow? No? It's along those lines, right?
You can just tell us.
It's Cape Side.
Oh, no.
Not even. I didn't have a clue.
No.
So,
Do you know what it was?
in the
If you
90s.
just said anywhere from any series I've ever
I
watched.
thought you'd watched it for some
I
reason.
genuinely, but if you just said that for Sons of Anarchy, I'd still go, I don't know. No, I do know Sons of Anarchy. I forgot about it, I do know it.
So, in the 90s,
Mhm.
it was very popular for Disney animated movies. But which, and was the first ever in history to be nominated for Best Picture, which animated Disney film was the first to be nominated for Best Picture?
Is that including Pixar? Or.
I will tell you it's a Disney classic to help you out.
Lion King.
You're going Lion King.
That's also what I would have said.
Wasn't this on one of my quizzes the other day?
No, that was a different question about,
Oh.
specifically about Lion King I asked you.
I'm going to put this on the line because I think if it's not the Lion King.
I'm pretty sure it is.
What,
I'll just. What else came out?
Oh. When
I think if you
Lion
ask
King
me-
came out in 94. Something came out in 1990. I think it was Aladdin.
Aladdin was later than that.
Or 92 Aladdin might have been.
I don't think Aladdin.
I don't think it got nominated. What's it for Best Picture?
Well, what came out? We got Aladdin. It's not going to be a Little Mermaid.
That's the thing, and you got to think what would.
Finding
possibly-
Nemo was 2002, so that's not it.
It's not Pixar.
not
It is
Pixar,
Disney
sorry.
animated classic.
I mean, I'll go Aladdin, but I'm pretty sure it is Lion King.
You're both incorrect.
What?
Beauty and the Beast.
Ah, I always forget about
I'll
Beauty and the
I'll
Beast.
take a bullet for that if you want.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't want
You
it.
don't have to have a sour one for this next one because it's hard. But again, it's closest wins.
Actually, I don't want taking a bullet for that. I think our answers were good, but we're doing it.
And they were good, but they were wrong.
Well, this one's blue.
That's what I have.
Oh fuck. Go on. By the way, I told you I was going for 0.
Yeah. So, next question. This is a hard one, but it's a guess. You've got 10 guess. You can guess out of 9, I should say. No, it's 10. What year did Google make its debut? Closest wins.
92. Or
I
You
see. I
get a
could,
point back here,
I
Beej.
could be a fucker and just go for 93.
You could get a point back.
Do you know what the issue is? I feel like it says established at the bottom of like a Google page. Do you know what I mean? Like
Maybe it
sweating.
does, and that's...
this is horrible.
It's added an extra to it.
Google 96.
You are closer, Ben, so you finally get a point. It's 1998.
I was going to go 8. To be fair, I'm happy with that.
Have I got to have another one?
Nah, you're good. That was
Not
rank.
for that one. That was a hard one.
Yay! I'm back in the game.
Again, these next two are pretty... One of them you've got a good chance of getting 3 points, so we'll see. The next one is how many Harry Potter... Hello? I've not even had one then. How many Harry Potter books were released in the 90s?
Nice.
So books.
Like that a lot.
How many of the books...
As in, I don't know the answer, but it's a good question because I was about to go 7 films.
Got that one off of Google, to be fair.
Four.
Going 4.
Do you know what I've got an issue here with?
Not 4.
Ooh.
I'm going 2.
1 second. Remember the really big chunky one, red, white, and blue? Was that the Goblet of Fire?
I was Goblet of Fire.
Then there's definitely, and I'm sorry, this is the only reason I know this, because it's the only book my dad's ever tried to read to me. Not he can read, by the way. This is just because I remember, and it's in a house that he wasn't there for long, but we celebrated the millennium there. So do you know what I mean? That's why and he tried to read. So it's either 3 or 4. The first 3 were definitely out. Up to Azkaban were definitely out by 99. It's whether this was released.
Gone 2. I was certain.
It's whether this was
You
released.
certain on 2?
I thought I was.
I'll stick on 4.
I thought I was at Redmore when Goblet of the Fire came out, but I could be wrong. I'll stick with 2.
You're both wrong.
It's 3, innit?
It's 3.
I told you, I fucking knew it.
You don't have to have a
It came in
swing for that
2000 then.
I knew
Fuck.
Goblet of Fire came out.
Oh, that's like a...
That's killed me because I knew it was 3 or 4. Stupid dad reading me stupid books.
Waiting for you to dissect it as well. So, we're going to go back and forth on this one.
Right.
Because Aaron's winning, he can go first.
Oh, thanks.
There were 3 World Cups in the 90s.
Got it.
I want the 3 teams that won it. So, Aaron?
So you're
I guess
talking 1990, 94, 98? Yeah, cool.
It's the team that won it.
Do you want 90, 90?
You don't. You can
Okay.
say any of the 3 teams.
France, 98. You're a cunt.
Correct, so Aaron.
Sorry, that was on the. That wasn't even quiet enough. That was the only one I was thinking. So 1990, I believe, was Germany. I've said it now. You've given me. I don't know if it's right
You can have it,
for 94.
but it's West Germany.
Oh, West.
Yeah,
What do you mean I can have it?
Obviously having it.
Oh, did they? Oh, yeah. It was 1990. They broke the Berlin Wall down.
So
Didn't
there's 1 left. See, I'll tell you what. You both can have a guess.
I can tell you where it was. It was in America, 94.
It was in America. Yeah.
Because have you ever seen the thing where Diana Ross misses the penalty and they still blow up the goal like she scored? Do you know what's horrible? I'm sure you're the same as me by going law of averages. It's probably Brazil. I don't think Germany retained.
No. It weren't Spain.
I don't think it was Argentina. Fuck it, I'm going Brazil. Nah, no, I'm not. Who was good back then? Maybe it was Germany again.
I think it might be England, you know.
Go for it. I agree. You go for it. I'll back you in.
You can have that one.
Scotland. No, England did really bad at 94. Did they actually 94?
I like the group saying, didn't they?
Do you know what the worst thing is?
Who won it though?
Denmark won the Euros, didn't they, around then? But it weren't that. It
Yeah,
weren't.
but back pass was still legal back then. That's how they won it.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
I know, we're going to have to punt it, aren't we?
yeah.
The worst thing is this is a good chance for me as well, and I still can't think.
Just trying to see if there's one that's like a
Fuck it,
time.
I'm going to go for one. You ready? Italy. I don't think they've won. They've only won the 2000. Was that the first one? 2000? I'm trying to think of the badge. You know the stars.
Yeah. That was I'll go Brazil because it was between Brazil and Italy.
I'll go it.
I
Well, just got it. Oh no! If it's Brazil, I'm going to hang myself. Oh, that's awful.
It's Brazil.
Like it was between the two, and then
Can we just please go back to the tape? That was the first answer I said, and then retracted it.
So
I've chucked this.
you can. I've got the top 5 here.
I don't want to play anymore.
You just have to guess. Some of them I will just take a vague answer. Just name me a best-selling toy from the 90s. So these are the top 5 selling
Tamagotchi.
toys. Is not on there.
This is a stupid game for stupid people. I don't even want to win anyway.
Tickle me Elmo.
No.
Oh, Game Boy.
No.
What the
I don't know if Game Boy passes as a toy.
Pokemon cards.
Oh,
No.
just consoles count.
No.
What?
You've got to think
Yo-yo.
it's not just a country, is it? So do you want me to tell you them?
No. Well, no.
No.
Okay, first one to get one. No, it's none of them.
What toys? Yeah.
Barbie.
Oh, bollocks. Action Man.
Barbie wasn't actually on there.
Star Wars figures.
Star Wars figures was.
What else we got? Fucking hell. Oh, Jesus.
Turtles figures.
No. They were just under the 5th.
Oh, really? I love Turtles figures. I used to have ones where you could like fold their legs in and get them in the shell.
Yeah,
And all that
yeah.
cool stuff.
Ponks.
Biker mice from Mars. No, but they were banging though, by the way. Yeah.
Street
There's-
Sharks.
Oh,
There's
Ponks
one-
is a shout.
There's
yeah.
one. There's one similar to what you keep going on about, like that esque kind of thing. There's one that specifically was made for girls. There was one that was I have no idea, but I think
Pocket Pony. My Little Pony.
yeah.
Polly Pocket.
No, that's the only girl one was My Little
Oh,
Pony.
right.
So Star Wars, My Little Pony. I don't know. I'm just gonna tell you this one. 'Cause you
Trike?
won't get it. Skip it. Don't know what that was.
Oh, I was about to say that.
No, he wasn't. It looked like Bop It.
Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah,
Pop
it's
It.
The other two are achievable. You probably had
Screwball
one
Scramble.
or the other. No, it's not a game. It's not a
Oh,
board
it's
game.
actual toy.
It's a toy. I can remember wanting one, but never had one.
Oh, I hate them the most. You know what?
I went round the other day and Kai's kids got one.
Buzz Lightyear.
No, I had a Buzz.
Lightsabers?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No,
that's a
Star
shout,
Wars
though.
was just.
That's a
finished.
shout, though. That Toy Story.
It was. I think it was bigger in America. It was a man.
Action Man. It was a man.
Power Rangers.
He had arms.
Oh, Power Rangers are
Stretch
shout as well.
Armstrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the number 1
fair.
selling toy.
Yeah.
The adverts. Yeah.
Your mates always had one, but I never had
Yeah,
one.
And then
I
the
know.
last one.
Yeah,
Was,
the adverts were mental. They were like, you can fucking launch
Put him on the back of a car. Yeah.
the last one
You can pull
was,
forward.
was Transformers toys.
Oh, I
Believe
would
it
have
or
gone
not.
for that. I don't think
No.
they were big in the 90s.
So
I
it's
had
the cartoon, wasn't it?
very little of them.
No, I didn't.
I think it's probably set from America, to be
Yeah.
fair, though. And the last question, which is tailored towards Beej,
Mhm.
so you can't win anyway. Oh, no, I have got another question, sorry. There's one more after that.
I've clawed it back.
So you need to get this.
Yeah.
You both can have a stab.
And then the end.
Close
And then the end for the tie-break. Shit, it, no pressure.
What year
Oh, 'cause I didn't say
did
Brazil.
Friends debut?
I actually know this. The issue is we've got here, I think it's controversial because it's 1994, but it also goes down as 93 sometimes. And I genuinely don't know which one you're going to have as the answer.
Well, we're just letting him have that because he's guessed it.
Yeah.
It is 94.
Yeah, I thought it was. Basically, it's
So,
Yeah.
the last question. If you get this, you've tied with Aaron. And then I've got a...
no, because I can't lose a tiebreak. It'll make me break my heart.
So the two comedy legends of the 90s were Jim Carrey and Adam Sandler. You agree?
Yeah.
But who appeared in the most films? You can have a bonus point if you guess
How many?
So who appeared in the most?
It's one of them where you can't even sit here and count them off. The worst thing is Sandler was in stuff like Coneheads and stuff like that.
This is IMDb, where it's I've only credited films that are a proper runtime, not like shorts or anything like that.
Are you the same as me where you
Film.
automatically I'd go Carey? Straight up, no questions asked. But then you're forgetting, you know the 98, 99? That's when you have your Mr. Deeds and all that
Yeah,
stuff. And
you
really
blast
piles them
him
up.
film.
Yeah.
Deeds
out.
wasn't in the 90s.
Big Daddy. But Big Daddy was, I think, 99. 98. But Carey had, in 94 alone, Carey had 3 or 4. Man on the Moon was 2000. I don't know what I'm thinking of each film. Fuck it. I'm going to go with...
I'll just go with the opposite, whatever you go for.
Oh, you see, I fancy Carey. But I think it's a trick question because you'd always go Carey.
Is it?
But then again, like you say, after Liar Liar and all the 94, he kind of don't do a lot.
He doesn't do a lot, does he?
When Sandler then picks up at the pace.
Mm.
What we got? Big Daddy, Happy Gilmore. Oh, fuck. Waterboy.
Billy Madison.
I don't want to play anymore. I'm going to go, please. Adam Sandler with 11. That is such a big number.
Jim Carrey 12.
Aaron gets a point for 12.
Oh. And it's Jim Carrey. That's incredible if he's got that as well.
Technically, is Jim Carrey.
Oh, nice.
Because they
work.
both appeared in 12.
Oh,
that's
yeah, look, God. Well played.
According
though,
to
on the 12.
IMDb.
By the way, I thought 11 was big.
Because
Yeah.
I instantly went Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
And
same.
I
That's
saw
what
it,
I mean.
and I
That's
thought
what
I came up with that question myself, and then I went, oh fuck, well they've both been in 12 according to IMDb.
No, that's fine.
So,
The fact, to be fair, it'd be annoying if we both got it wrong, but the fact that Aaron got the 12, you obviously got the clear.
so Aaron wins. So
Well done, mate.
Thanks.
Very admirable.
Yes, mate.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, you have it, mate.
No, it's all good, honestly.
No,
You want it? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Do you want the Lego thing? Leave it.
Tell you what,
Nah,
though.
it's alright.
he's already got one.
Yeah.
If you don't want it, I'll have it.
No, I'd love it. No, here you go. Thank you. Do you want
I'll
anything
tell you
else?
what.
Yeah.
You can
I'll
literally put it in your
I'll give you the bonus prizes anyway because you did well, and it was quite hard.
And those sweets are horrible.
Stick a rock each
Stick
from
a
the
rock.
from Skeg Vegas.
Yes, mate. It's got a name in the middle.
No, unfortunately not. There is an aniseed one, and if anyone wants that, she was just like, oh, they're free for £2.50. I was like, oh, I'll pick another one. I just picked
thanks,
the
mate.
aniseed up by
I
accident.
didn't like my teeth anyway.
Rock is so shit as well.
It's just sugar in it.
Yeah.
The worst thing is I'm saying it, yeah. Do you know when I'm like in bed later, I'm going to be going.
Yeah, straight away. Yeah.
Literally
Sucky,
watching
sucky.
something.
Biting on it.
Don't know why I said sucky sucky. But
No, great game. Actually, I'll be honest.
Good quiz.
Best quiz you've done because
Thank you.
usually they're ridiculously hard.
not ridiculously too hard. No?
I'm generally very honourable beaten foe. Aaron was generally impressive. The 12 shot at the end there was a great way to win it as well.
Blind knock.
Yeah, I thought 11 was a lot though. Also, both had phenomenal careers. Both have died down. Well, Jim Carrey's done.
No, he's come back for Sonic 3.
That's what he does, though, isn't it? Apparently, that's what he said. He said he only.
Yeah, recently, yeah, because he said
Yeah,
he was an ad and then he's...
But then he makes out like the character of Robotnik is such a deep.
Oh, is that what it is? He's saying basically
Yeah.
it's because it's all.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not.
No, it's just.
But he's great in it.
Yeah,
He's great.
that's good.
But yeah, no, thanks for coming on, Aaron, as well.
No worries.
Nice
Thanks,
to have a
Aaron,
third
I'll have
host.
to do it again soon.
Definitely. So, and it was nice looking back on the 90s, weren't it? To be fair?
And then next time, I can get you two to challenge off for a quiz.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's purely going to be on How I Met Your Mother.
Smash it.
Yeah, there we go.
Have you ever
Oh,
actually watched it?
Fair, one
Oh,
of
shit.
one of our to be fair, one of our podcasts that we listen to do a mastermind.
Oh, they do, yeah.
Which would be
Ooh,
quite a
that'd
cool
be
thing
quick.
to do if you
That'd be
chose.
cool.
But the only issue is, I'd give it big, and then my memory would just go, nah.
Oh yeah, my short to memory's gone.
Yeah, so it'd be fun for it'd be nice to get one or two right, but then I've done it when on Sporkle and stuff, and I think I'm clever.
What would your subject be?
Pardon me.
I think mine would have to be the MCU.
Okay, mine would be.
They go mad. on
Mine would
that
be
shit.
rom-coms. Literally, no, or whose films with Rachel McAdams in. 'Cause I can tell you. No, I don't know, because How I Met Your Mother is so vague, and I won't remember it all.
It'd be a little
So-
See, the one we listened
Friends,
to,
maybe, but-
he did The Simpsons. It was his
Yeah.
special subject, and now obviously you're a big Simpsons fan. Go on.
But no, I wouldn't. Yeah, but that's the thing. Oh yeah, shiz. I don't know. Aston Villa's squad this year. Even then, I wouldn't know it. No, I don't know. I'd have to think about that. What about you? If someone said to me I'm gonna ask you 10 questions, I can give you 10. I like Mastermind. I genuinely would be like,
No, I mean I wouldn't even go Pokemon on that because it's so
broad, yeah.
so broad. Yeah.
Well, that's what they did.
You can save
Did you
between
watch the
certain
Patreon
years.
special this week when Jamie
no,
Hutchinson
this week.
last
Yeah,
week,
last
sorry, where
week,
he
yeah,
did EastEnders
EastEnders.
03 to 05?
Yeah.
And he nailed it.
Very specific.
So
Well,
maybe I'll do. Yeah, I probably would be able to do. Do you know what I would be able to do? Scrubs season 6.
Yeah,
Because
Scrubs I could do Scrubs.
Because I had it on DVD.
we'll do a
Just
Scrubs
number
off.
6, so it was my go to bed one. So I think I'd be able to.
I had 1 and 2 as my.
Oh
Just,
yeah,
yeah.
so that'd be quite cool.
Yeah, Scrubs I could do.
Sam, but that's our longest episode yet on YouTube, so I think we'll have to call it a day, boys.
Nice,
But it's been very fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thank you very much for coming on, Aaron.
Yeah, thanks
for
Thank you
having
as
me.
always, Beej.
No worries. And you stay cultured.